Look at this crime scene. I bet you Spirit Halloween is already ready to jump on the corpse of this establishment. Well, that was my last Joann's trip. I'm sad. Okay, when I said that I was doing a sketch, that was a very, very generous way to describe whatever this is. You might have noticed that there is a very big, awkward space here. What are you gonna put there, Katie? Well, that is like the perfect, weird, awkward, long rectangle for a Granny Square community tapestry. That way you would be able to see your own work in the backs of my videos. Check the description box. I'll put everything, all the information that I'm about to say there as well. Okay, are you ready to see the final reveal? Cue the montage. Well, good morning, everybody. Hi, it's Katie, the Celestial Homebody, and today we're gonna hang out together. And I have some errands to run. We need to stop at Walmart to get my mom some flowers because today is her birthday, and she has everything that she could want. So we're bringing her the grandbaby and a bouquet of flowers, and I think that she'll love that. We're gonna go stop by Joann's and see what the dealio is with their discounts. Oh, Pete, my little fairy dragon back there, I need to bedazzle her. You probably saw her in Monday's video if you are a subscriber and regularly watch my This Week's Makes videos. But when we get back from errands today, we're going to organize the yarn room. I have some plans for it. Well, not really plans, more just I want to do things to it. I don't know how those things are going to get done. And I'll explain later when we get home. But we're going to go out to the city, stop by my mom's house, run to Joann's, maybe go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I don't know really what the plan is, but I'm just going to take you along with me and we're just going to have a fun hangout day. So grab a whip and a beverage and let's get shopping. It is disgustingly nice out today. Oh my goodness. It's like 65 degrees and clear blue skies. I mean, I'd rather take this over 90 and humid, but I like the gloomy weather. This is new. I'm actually driving today because Ryan needs a nap because he got off really early in the morning. What time did you get home? Like 3? Yeah. So I'm going to drive so that he can take a nap. But we're going to stop at Walmart first and then probably Dunkin' for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to film too much in the car because I'm going to be driving. So let's get on the road. I just realized that it's Indy 500 weekend and we're going to Indianapolis. So hopefully the traffic isn't too bad, but the city's going to be packed. Her favorite flower is tulips, so I'm getting her these orange tulips because they were really the only ones that didn't look really dinky and gross. They're not fully bloomed yet, but that's good. I think that they'll look good in her kitchen. She also loves M&Ms, so I'm gonna go get her a pack of M&Ms. There are so many people here today. Everybody's out and about this fine Saturday. Ryan got a chicken sandwich for breakfast because he forgot to order himself something at a Dunkin'. Look at my bumper sticker, you guys. I made it to sell at conventions. It says mentally I'm here, and it's all of the stuff from our childhood. If you were a kid in the 2000s, oh my gosh, the Heelys. They still make Heelys. I looked into it. I should get some. I'm sneaking in through the side door. We're waiting for her to come downstairs, so let's do a little outfit of the day for Miss Celeste. We have these little knee-high socks and this beautiful knit romper. I hear Grandma. My mom has a bunch of squirrels near her house. Look at this one. He's just chowing down. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to him. Look at him.
Oh yeah,
he's eating a nut.
Yep.
He's ballsy.
It's the same little fat dude. I see him all the time, and he lets me get really close to him.
He needs a name.
I feel like except for the rabies, I think he could like literally be hand-fed.
Except for the rabies. Hey, she's accusing you of having rabies.
Well.
All right, bye, Fat Gus.
Bye.
Parkour. All right, Mom loved her flowers and the baby and her little flower knit romper and her stockings as suspected, and I am back to being passenger princess because Ryan's all rested up now. So first stop is going to be to Michael's because I placed an online pickup order for the Loops and Threads Fluffy Flex, which if you do not know is a yarn line by Loops and Threads, and it was limited edition. It's like a blanket yarn and it's a solid color, but it has little specks in it that look kind of like sprinkles. There's police reported ahead. Don't get pulled over. Okay. We got yarn to buy. But anyways, it was a limited edition yarn, and all of the Michaels, including online, are clearancing it out. So it's only $5 a skein right now. I'm assuming that because they're clearancing it, it means that it is going to be no more. That limited time has now come to an end, which is a bummer because I personally love that yarn. A lot of people leave comments that say that they do not like working with it because it feels like old Bernat. And while I agree in some aspects, it's a lot slipperier than old Bernat. It is just as dense though, but I personally love working with it, and I think that it's like a really fun look with the little sprinkles in it. I would love to stock up on pink and white because I have been wanting to use that yarn to make the little circus animal cookies in like pillow form or just plushie form for forever, and I have never gotten around to doing it, and I really want to, and hopefully those would be good market makes because they seem like they'd be quick and maybe good sellers. I don't know, but that yarn is perfect for it because then I don't have to go back and sew on little pom-poms for the sprinkles or anything because it's already sprinkled. So like I said, I did place the online order for a couple of skeins for white and for blue and mint, I believe, but it looks like they're sold out of the pink at every store around me. I'm hoping that they have some in stock and it's just for whatever reason not showing online. Maybe it was a return or something, I don't know. Hoping that they have some, and for whatever reason they cannot ship the Fluffy Flex to my zip code, which makes no sense, or my mom's zip code, and she lives in a major city in Indianapolis, so it's like, why can't it be shipped? I don't know, but it's specifically the pink that is sold out, which is a bummer because that's one that I need, but we'll go check it out and see. I will see you when we get to Michael's. Ryan and I were just talking about in the car about how in July coming up is our county fair and then the Indiana State Fair. And last year I put into the county fair something that I crocheted. It was Celeste's Halloween costume, which was like a mermaid tail. And I won blue ribbon for the county, and I never took it to state. But if you win blue ribbon in county, you can take it to state, and I never did. But this year I was like, should I submit an amigurumi? Because at least for our county, there is a category for like toys, but we did not see anybody submit any sort of amigurumi plushies or toys or anything. Most people just put in like Afghans and occasionally clothes. And so I was thinking, I want to go to state this year. I really want to win an Indiana State blue ribbon for a crocheted item, but what should I submit? I could submit Merida because she's pretty complicated. I could submit one of my dragons. Leave me a comment if you have any ideas. I need something like really complicated and that really shows my skills, because if I do end up winning county, which I probably will if I'm going to be the only one submitting a toy and go to state, I need something really impressive. So let me know if you have any ideas. All right, here we are. Okay, it's 30% off regular priced items. Oh my gosh, they still have these candles. Look at these candles, you guys. Look at the ice cream. It looks so real. And the little tart. Ryan, it's sushi's.
I mean, that's caviar?
That's caviar, but is that considered sushi? It's not a candle or anything. It's just fake caviar. You know, for the people who aspire to be classy, there are candle sushis.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that chicken nuggets?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, tell me that that's not a chicken McNugget.
Yeah, that's a chicken nugget. This one definitely looks the most real. That is so cool looking. It doesn't... It kind of smells like vanilla. It mostly just smells like candle.
I smell vanilla pretty strong.
Do you?
Also, this whole thing is a candle.
Oh, wow. The whole thing is wax.
So...
That's cool.
No, you can't burn it. I mean, I guess you want to burn things. But...
yeah, you burn the nuggets down.
Yeah, but then the outside, your bowl will melt too.
That's true. I mean, same with the sandwich.
Oh, okay. That's actually good.
Hey, you want a pastrami? Oh my gosh. Are these the little bags for your Stanley cups?
That's what I thought.
So that you can dress up your Stanley? I think that it is. Have you all seen though like this dressing up the Stanley? So they wear like the little backpacks and you put little charms dangling down from the handles, and then they have like the little straw covers and they're bedazzled, and then all the girls in the TikToks and Instagram reels go. And then they dress up their Stanleys. Also, this is my type of Stanley. Look at it, it's for a shot. I'm just kidding, I don't drink alcohol. I've never liked the taste of alcohol, but I mean, I did have some fun in my college days. We'll leave it at that. It's perfect Celeste size Stanley cup. She's sleeping right now. Look at all of these fake Stanley cups. I actually have a purple one from here that keeps my water and my ice cold and frozen longer than my actual name brand Stanley does. What are these little ribbons? Those are fun. I could wear those in my hair. Here's all of their new summer stuff. Every time I see Here Comes the Sun, I always think of the Parent Trap. Does it make you think of the Parent Trap?
No.
Just me? Okay. Oh, look at her. Oh my goodness. Those eyebrows could cut someone. Oh, look at how pretty these are. You can paint them yourself. Wait, I love that. That's so pretty with the flowers engraved. I could paint that. Could I get this for Celeste's room? I mean, she already has a sign with her name, but I like that. That's a good idea. It's only $13 too. Oh my gosh, look at the little strawberries. Those are so cute. And the mushrooms. Wait, I kind of want to paint some wood now. Oh my gosh. The little plant stands. Stop. Those are so cute. Ryan, do you want to do a craft this weekend together? We can paint some plant stands for fake plants because we kill every plant that we have. What are you buying?
Stickers.
Stickers? Oh my gosh. I love it. All right. Throw them in the basket.
Or there's a little Pomeranian astronaut.
Okay, back to looking at these little things. Look at the strawberry too. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna get this little flower. Wait, how much is this? $14.99. That is not bad at all. When I was a kid, when I would go shopping at Claire's and Limited Too, I would always see the Canadian price, and then I would always think to myself, wow, I'm really glad I don't live in Canada because everything is so much more expensive. But anyways, I think I'm gonna get this. I can put it in the background of my videos. I can set them on or set it on the little shelf back there and put a bouquet of flowers on it maybe. I don't know. It's 40% off too. So we're gonna get it. I'm putting it in the bottom of the stroller here because we did not grab a cart, which probably wasn't smart, but we're too far in now. Okay, look, and then on this side, you can paint your own vase. Oh my gosh, the little paper bag. The paper bag? Oh my gosh, wait a second. Wait a second. I love the little strawberries. Okay, should I get the little bag to go on top of my little plant stand down there? And I can paint it with my logo so it looks like you just went shopping at my booth, at the Celestial Homebody booth. These are so pretty. What is this little thing over here?
It's a photo holder.
Oh, that's such a good idea. You can get this for your office and you can paint it pink because you love Pink Pony Club. I mean, I don't really know what a boot has to do with it. I guess I just made the connection between boots and ponies.
I somehow did too.
All right, I think I'm gonna get the little bag too. And we're gonna paint this. Although I do have some paints. All right, I'm gonna have to paint my logo on this, which is not gonna be an easy feat. Oh, is baby girl awake? She is! Yay! Party! Party! Oh, I used to have these in my office. If you've been around for a while, before I redid my office, then you might have seen my squiggle lights. I still have those. They are chilling in Celeste's room for right now until I do something with them. Probably gonna sell them. I don't know though. Okay, so here is the little kiosk that they normally keep the fluffy flex on. And yes, here it is. And I don't see any pink. And oh my gosh, they only have one white. To be fair, I have not yet picked up my online order. And I ordered, I think, 4 whites. And it is clearanced in store as well, which does make sense. I don't remember if I ordered any blue, but I think I'm gonna get some blue. I'll put it back if I did get some in the order. I don't know. I did it a few days ago at this point. I have never used the gray because I've never seen a use for it, I guess. But I'm not planning on using the gray. I don't know. I like the brighter colors. Oh, here's some rhinestones for my dragon. Ooh, do I want to get some rhinestones? Are these on sale? They're not. But 30% off regular priced items, so. Ooh, I like these with the glitter inside of them. $5.99 though. No, sir. Okay, I really like these. These are really pretty. Like the iridescent purples. There's the dark purples as well, or the blues, I guess. And the light blue. These are $4.99 though. Oh, this one's missing one. Oh my goodness, what a ripoff. Okay, well, even at 30% off, that's still too rich for my blood. So we're gonna go with the Walmart rhinestones that I have. Ooh, planner stuff. Ryan and I have been looking for a new notebook to take to markets to write down all the transactions in. Something that's really small, something like this size, and that has these rings so that we can flip it, all the way back like that. But we need something with just lines, and that is the problem. Is that so, Celeste? I love this print. Oh my gosh, look at this print. Look at them. That's so cute. Oh, I wish that they had this in just a normal notebook in a tiny size. But it doesn't look like they have anything here that we're looking for. That one's pretty too with the flowers. Unfortunately. All right, let's move into the yarn. This Michaels is starting to get fabric. Celeste is being so talkative right now, and by talkative I mean just screaming like a banshee. She's a little baby pterodactyl. I don't really think I need any yarn, to be honest, and it's not on sale this week. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Oh, that is so soft. Oh, I love the Burnout Mystical. This skein in particular, feel how soft that is.
Oh, whoa.
That is crazy soft.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get some of it just because it's so soft, and I use the green a lot. Here you go.
Oh, 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 so much softer.
I like the hot pink, that's fun. Ooh, you know what? I don't have a ton of this rose quartz color left because I used a lot of it for my mermaid, or my siren rather. Ooh, you know what? I don't have any of this color. That one's not super soft though. This one is really soft, but as you can see, it's out of the band and an absolute disaster. I'm just kind of groping these to find the soft ones.
Hey, they have a black.
They do have the blacks. It's okay. For whatever reason, the black mysticals are not as soft as all the other ones. I have a feeling it has something to do with the dye that they use. But I did just get some of this from Hirschner's, I believe. So I'm not going to get any today, especially because it's not on sale. This Bernat is nice and soft. This is definitely new formula Bernat, but I don't need that color. I have quite a few skeins of that actually, because I bought a bunch to make a Gengar, the Pokemon Gengar, and I never ended up doing it. So I still have a bunch of that yarn in my stash. I am running pretty low on purples actually. I just used up an entire skein of purple Bernat on my fairy butterfly dragon. So maybe I should get some more purple, although the purple that I was using was Bernat Baby, which does not look like they have. This is so pretty. This is on clearance too. Look at how pretty this Twisted Tones is. What's the shade color? It's called pastel piece. I don't know. How'd you pronounce that? Pastel. All right, I think that's it in terms of yarn. What'd you find?
Micro.
Oh my gosh, micro crochet always fascinates me. Look at the little stoplight. That tree reminds me of Animal Crossing.
That was my thought too.
Should I micro crochet an entire Animal Crossing village with the characters?
There is some little dog.
Oh my gosh.
There's a little building.
Stop, that's so cute.
That looks insane.
That's craziness. Oh my gosh, a little popcorn.
That looks like a blonde wig. Not popcorn. Like a really curly one. Oh yeah, like all the different Animal Crossing
Yeah,
villages.
You can make little shirts for them.
That would be crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, micro crochet just fascinates me. It's so cool. Oh, that's pretty fabric over here. That's fun. That would make a super cute like birthday dress for a kid. Oh, hey, look. Look, me and Michael's marketing are on the same page. This fabric, this fur, always reminds me of Build-A-Bear when I worked at Build-A-Bear, because we had a couple of bears that were like this swirly rosebud style. So, I don't know, it just brings me back to my days as a bear builder. I never look at the Michaels actual like hardware. What do you call this for crochet? The tools. I did not know Loops and Threads has their own hooks, but from the look of it, I would hate it. I personally despise hooks that have a rounded tip like this. I need something nice and pokey that I can stab things with. And no, I don't mean my husband. I mean the yarn. Although those
these ones are a lot pointier.
They are. If you used a micro crochet hook for these, I mean, there was a story that I saw the other day where it was a tiny little hook like this, and it was laying on the floor in some chick's house, and she accidentally stepped on the crochet hook and it went all the way through her foot. Isn't that wild? Crochet is dangerous. Oh, here's all the prim hooks. You know what? Maybe a hot take, but I do not like prim hooks. I have a set of these 4, I believe. Maybe it's just 3. But I know I recognize these handle colors. But I have these hooks and I do not like them, which is odd for me because they're the exact style that I like, with the nice pointy tip and the gradual neck, the tapered neck. But I don't know what it is about them that, like, the yarn does not slide smoothly for me. Oh my gosh, like, look at this. Oh, that's a needle. Okay, I was like, wait a second, is that a crochet hook? No, that's a needle. Oops, somebody just bought something on Etsy. Thank you to whoever that was. Okay, do they have any curved needles here? Because I am in need of some curved needles. There's the clovers down there, the clover amours, which I also don't like using. I am a tulip girl through and through. I feel like the tulip people and the clover people are like the Sharks and the Jets in West Side Story. If you are a clover person, I will challenge you to a dance battle and I will win. Okay, I do not see any curved needles. So, oh well to that. Oh, here's some more yarn over here. This is the Michael's Skinny Chenille, which a lot of people recommend that I use, but for me personally, that is so thin. That is not good market prep yarn, because things are going to turn out so tiny, and consumers at your booth do not realize with crochet that it's the same amount of time to make something this big and 2 feet tall, depending on what yarn and what hook size you use, using the same exact pattern. So I typically like to go big or go home, as I always say, and use the bigger yarn, the bigger hook, to get something of a substantial size to make it worth the time that I put into it financially, if that makes sense. Oh, over here they have these storage things. Look at how pretty those are, by the way. The blue gradient, I love those. So I actually got some clear ones from Michael's a couple of months ago, and I'm using them to put stickers in to take to conventions, because I am making and selling stickers now. And they were only $4 a piece here. I got them on clearance, and I don't know how much these are. It doesn't look like there's any sign. Ooh, what is this? A clearance grab bag? I see some flowers in there. That's fun. Yeah, there's no sign on this to say how much they are, but yeah, when I got the 2 from here, they were only like $4.95 each, which is a crazy, crazy good deal. Unfortunately, though, I got those in a vlog that I recorded that you guys never saw and never will see, because I accidentally deleted all the footage. If you've been around here for a minute, you might have seen that whole fiasco, but yeah, that was a good vlog too. I will forever be sad about that one. Oh, they might be listed over here. Oh yeah. I love these colors. Oh, I kind of wish that I had gotten the gradient blue ones. They're just so pretty, but I guess the clear ones do make more sense. $41.99. $41.99. I got these for $4. That's craziness. I wonder why they were on such a good sale. Well, not only were they on sale, but there was like an additional clearance on top of it. You remember that, Ryan?
I do.
How good of a deal we got on those? That's wild. Oh, hey, it's Tina. When I was doing cosplay back in the day in college and making mouse ears for my Etsy, I had a styrofoam head like this that I would style wigs on and take pictures of my mouse ears on for Etsy, and I named her Tina. So, hi, Tina. But a few years ago, we had a mouse infestation in the house, and the mice debrained my Tina.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. We found her, and all of her brain guts were spilled all over the closet, unfortunately. What?
Should I get? Cause okay, my crochet hook set is the one you first started on.
Mm-hmm, the really cheap Amazon ones.
Yeah, and my blanket, I keep stabbing or like splitting the yarn really bad. So now I think I want to try a pointy tip.
Oh, okay.
Because you always talk highly of the pointy tips.
I do like the pointy tips,
Are the
yes.
Susan Bates pointy ones?
I personally, yeah, they are nice and pointy. I personally don't like the, this is called an inline neck. I personally like the tapered, but it's really just personal preference. It might just take a little bit of getting used to.
Do you have this one at home?
I do not have that size. I actually really like the Susan Bates in the bigger ones. I have like 9, 10, 11, 12 millimeters in Susan Bates, and I do enjoy using...
Or would I be a Clover person?
You could be a Clover person, in which case I would need to divorce you.
Are Clovers also pointy?
They're not as pointy as Susan Bates.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
Susan's got the points.
Okay. We're getting it.
I'm just kidding, by the way. You can try the Clover.
Oops.
I have a Clover that you can use. What size do you need? 5?
5.
Okay, I have one at home. You can try both.
Okay. I'm still gonna take that one.
All right.
It's only $3.
TBD on whether Ryan is a Clover person. He loves my tulips, but they're so expensive. And he's like, no, I don't want to spend $100 on tulip hooks for myself. I'll just use these cheap Amazon ones. But yeah, by the way, his blanket, he was planning to have his blanket done by July because that's when the county fair is, like I said. And he also wanted to submit his blanket into the county fair, but he is currently, how many rows in? 4 rows in, maybe?
No, 11.
11 rows in? Yeah. He hasn't even gotten to the pattern design yet, you guys, and it's a graph can. So, and it's been how many weeks?
2 minutes.
7 weeks? 8 weeks, maybe?
43 rows tall.
43 rows tall?
Yeah, the pattern is?
Yeah, July needs to come not so soon for next year. It'll be ready by next year.
County Fair.
Hold him to it, okay?
Okay.
I really don't know if I should get the little flower stand. It is so cute, but I really don't have a place for it, to be completely honest. I am going to get the little bag, though, because I've been wanting to put a bouquet of flowers in my office, fake flowers, of course, in like the backgrounds of my videos. I just think that it would be pretty. Maybe some purple tulips to match the brand. And yeah, I want a cute vase for it. So I think I'm going to get the little bag and paint my logo on it. But I don't know about the little stand. I think it's going to be too tall with the vase on top of it to fit nicely on my bookshelf, you know? Oh yeah, we got to do that one separately. That's true. Ryan scanned the 30% off so that we can get a discount. Although, did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, it's $12.99? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I didn't realize how expensive this yarn is because I always get it on sale. Okay, while Ryan is checking out, I'm going to go pick up my order. S. I don't see it. Did I place the order to this store? Oh gosh. Or maybe it's too big because it is a bunch of skeins of yarn, so it's probably too big to fit over here. So, okay, I gotta ask somebody. She's getting it for me. There they are. All right, we got the goods. Oh my gosh, this goose wants to cross the road. Buddy. Oh, look at him, look at him. Oh my gosh, go guy, go. Okay. Oh.
Don't take your time.
Dude, you have wings.
That too.
Oh my gosh, sorry about the camera work. Go buddy, go buddy, go buddy. Okay, people are going around him, but still. All right, here we are. This is my very, very favorite Joann's ever. This is in Castleton Square in northern Indianapolis. I have a couple of things that I want to get here today. I do need to get some fabric actually, because I am making a dress for when I'm vending at PopCon, and I need some underlayer of this dress. I'm not going to spoil what it is for you. You're just going to have to subscribe and stay tuned if you're interested to see what it is. If you are a sewer, I am not a seamstress. I do sew, but I don't necessarily enjoy doing it. It's more of a means to an end for me, not really a relaxing hobby for me. I tend to get very, very frustrated easily while I'm sewing. But anywho, so I need to get some fabric here for this, and I also want to get my grubby little hands on a cart, a basket rather, a hand basket. I did at the Greenwood location in Joann's, which is in southern Indianapolis. I did put my name in and already prepaid for a hand basket, but that is a location similar to this one that's not closing until June, so I have yet to be notified that it's ready for me to go pick up. But it's the older style Joann's basket that's like the old logo with the dark green, and I would love to get one of the lime green ones, which is what this location has. So I'm going to ask if they are selling their baskets or taking names to notify when they are ready to actually come be picked up, and hopefully they'll let me prepay so that I can guarantee that I will get one, because I figured having a little basket would be so great to like bring up and down the stairs to bring yarn and whatnot. Oh my gosh, by the way, I got a new car. It's a Jeep Renegade 2019. It's not new, it's new to me. I have never in my life bought a car before. My Highlander, my Toyota Highlander that I normally vlog in, has been our only car for many years at this point. We sold Ryan's before we left California. And yeah, I just bought this baby because we needed a second car, and my Highlander is old enough to drive. It's a 2006. So yeah, I love the color of it. It's so pretty. Got it on Carvana, not sponsored. Also, I'm majorly digressing from the crafting side, but I'm just waiting for Ryan to get the baby out of the car as I stand here in the parking lot and talk to you. So isn't she pretty? I named her Leary because my Highlander's name is Jamie, named after Jamie Fraser of Outlander, because it's a Highlander. I could have gone with Claire, but she just didn't feel like a Claire to me, so this is Leary, which is another character from Outlander. And I love the color. Like, the color does not even pick up appropriately on the camera. It's like a really pretty sparkly teal. But anyways, oh, we got a trunk diaper change happening. We're gonna need to start thinking about lunch soon.
I was thinking about lunch from the moment I woke up.
You had a chicken sandwich for breakfast.
I was thinking about lunch before breakfast too. I'm always thinking about food.
Oh my gosh, this is sad. Wow. If you have been around for a while and you've watched my previous vlogs at this Joann's, you know how crazy packed this was. You know what's funny though? Even 70% off, still nobody wants the decor from here. Look, I have my opinions about why Joann's has gone under, and part of that includes the fact that they strayed so far away from the basics of crafting, which is what they were founded on, and it went into like the home decor that was so overpriced. So very unfortunate, but they do have some polyfill here. So it's only $2.40. So I'm definitely going to be stocking up on some polyfill. They have the big boxes though, because I would rather get the big boxes as opposed to these little tiny bags. This is why I don't normally wear sunglasses for vlogs, because then I get these marks in my makeup. All right, let's go find the yarn. Maybe it's over there, the boxes are. Why are these all blocked off? This is so sad, you guys. This is like post-apocalyptic. It's so quiet, like they're not even paying for music anymore. Well, they have whatever this yarn is. They have a lot of this. Draper James. I've never seen this here before. It must have come from the warehouse. What do we have over here? Some knit stuff. Oh my, hey! Hey! You guys, this is so sad. All right, well, I'm stuck behind crime scene tape.
Wait, which one of us is danger? I've danger or you?
I don't know. That's a great question. Oh, she's loading up. Oh my gosh. Should I just cross over? No, I'm so clumsy. I'm going to trip over that and break my face. Meet me around the other side. This is so sad. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people here stocking up on what little they have left. Well, my plan for getting fabric here is obviously a no-go. But let's go see maybe in the organizational stuff. When we get home today, or maybe tomorrow, depending on how my social battery's doing, I want to organize my office craft room because it is a disaster inside of all my drawers, and I would love to get some drawer organization stuff. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, some pretty marbled water bottles. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute little Easter basket. Oh my gosh, my mom was looking for an Easter basket for Celeste to use at her house, obviously when she gets older. And I think that one might be a little bit too big though. They still have Halloween stuff. Do I need any Halloween stuff? Look at these little guys. He reminds me of the Phantom of the Opera. Sing to me. Who wants a calculator ornament? Numbers give me the heebie-jeebies, so I definitely do not want that on my holly jolly Christmas tree. I have number phobia. Or this chicken nugget. You know what? We've been seeing a lot of chicken nuggets today. Maybe that's a sign that we should get some nuggies for lunch. Not from McDonald's, though. Nuggies for lunch?
Sure.
What are those?
Bagel molds.
Bagel molds?
I didn't know you needed a mold for a bagel.
I mean, it makes sense. You gotta bake them around the hole.
I guess. I never thought that.
Or, wait a second. It just dawned on me. What's the difference between just a bagel and a loaf of bread?
A hole. Is
that really it?
I mean, I'm sure the actual...
Why do bagels seem healthier than just a loaf of bread, though?
Do they?
Yeah. All right, we've got some poster board stuff down here. Oh my gosh, did you ever use these crayons, Ryan? Well, not this brand, but these like shaped crayons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they always wrote like garbage. What'd you find?
Big twist sticky notepads.
Oh, cute. Let's see them. Ryan found Big Twist notepads. Oh, I see. Okay, it's kind of like, it looks like a knockoff of tarot cards. So there's like, it says, can you see that? It says the lovers. The fool is the cat. I can't read any of this. The hermit is the knitter. I take personal offense to that. The slasher is the balls of yarn. Yeah, sure, we'll get it for sticky notes. Hey, I have these in my office.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah. Is this Happy Planner? Yeah, it's just a stack of gummy bears, but it's actually, they're, oh, that's not good. I was gonna say they're highlighters, but this one is obviously just for decorations. I got these, I believe, on Temu or AliExpress, so I don't know what that's about. All right, over here we've got some glitters. I kind of want to get into doing more safety eyes. I always paint my well, I don't always, but I paint my safety eyes a lot for my own creatures that I'm planning to keep or sell, but I have never done eyes like just to sell the eyeballs of, and I've kind of been thinking about getting into it, but I don't know. I already work like 15 jobs. I don't know that I need to add making safety eyes onto my plate. Here's a bunch of pom-poms. I really like these. Those are a lot of fun. Oh, and pipe cleaners too, but they only have red. They only have red and black, and I would like some more fun color pipe cleaners because I've been using those for the little antenna on my dragons, and I want to do a couple more dragons because those are fun to make and they're really, really pretty. Ooh, felt.
That looks like a bowling alley floor.
That is a bowling alley floor. Celeste agrees. Okay, so they have some black, sparkly. Okay, here's some normal black felt. I mean, I just bought a bunch of this though, so I don't really oh no, never mind, it is sparkly. I have enough felt, so I don't think I need any of this. Ooh, should I get some white foam though for eyes? I don't know. Has anybody ever used foam on amigurumi? 95% off. That's actually kind of crazy for this stuff. Okay, maybe I should get it because it's 95%. What's 95% off 79 cents? See, I told you I had number phobia.
Like 3 cents.
No way. All right, I'm getting it. Do I need 3? See, no, this is what I mean. I don't really have room in my office for this. Like, why am I buying it just to buy it? I'm not going to get it. I don't need it. I know. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. I was expecting it just to be normal pink. Wait a second.
No.
Okay, now I'm determined to use this on something. I don't know what though. All right, I'm gonna get a sheet of this. I'm holding way too much stuff here. By way too much stuff, I mean 2 things. 3 things, including my camera. Okay, that one looks good. We're gonna get that one. Oh, there's the blue too. Wait, these would look pretty on my dragon. Can I do something? Oh, Celeste is getting attention. All right, I got the pink, the hot pink, and the blue. We'll find a use for them. Ooh, this aisle smells good because it's all the candles. Ooh, wait, should I get these for the background of my videos? That's aesthetic. $29.99. These are 90% off. Yeah, I'm gonna get them. Come on, it's purple. That's wild. How much are these? Are the little ones? Does it not say? It does not say. Oh, on top, $19.99. Okay, so there's 3 sizes. There's a itty bitty, there's the tall, and then there's the medium.
This is the medium.
Yeah, that's another medium. Okay, I'll just get the tall and the medium. We're gonna create a whole little set in my office later, you guys. It's gonna look so nice, believe me. I'm gonna put my sunglasses in my purse. I don't know why I'm holding on to them. Also, look at how cute my purse is. It's Sanrio characters. Kiki and Lala, the little twin stars, they're my favorite Sanrio characters, by the way, followed by Cinnamon Roll. But, okay, any other candles? I don't think so. Ooh, you know what I can look for here? So Ryan, yesterday at Walmart, I got a dowel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, do you know what the dowel is for?
For hanging the dragon.
No.
No. For hanging other things on the wall.
No, not for hanging anything. It is to make a stand to set, yeah, I got a tiny dowel like this. Well, it's a little bit bigger than this, but it's to make a little stand so that my plushies in the backgrounds of my videos on my shelves will stand up and not fall over. So I do need a little base for them though. So maybe one of these wood things would work. I mean, the surfboard would kind of work, but that's way too big. I mean, I could cut it down, but I would rather not cut it. Look at this little beach chair. Is this an ornament? What do you hang this on? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really see anything that would work. I mean, unless I used a letter or I got the surfboard and cut it down, or the mushroom and cut it down. But that's okay. I'm sure we have scrap blocks of wood in the garage.
I can confirm.
Yes, Ryan says he can confirm. These little things were $10.
Dang.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, is there Leo? Is there a Leo candle? What do Leos smell like? If I were candle, I would smell like nacho Doritos. And what would I smell like if I were a candle, Ryan?
Let's see. A little bit of cayenne pepper.
Because I'm spicy.
Yes.
Chai.
So cinnamon and cayenne.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't sound like great candle. We're not off to a good start.
Nope. Also nacho Doritos. Because I'm spicy and a little messy. Oh, hey, here's another little bag over here. This one is glazed though, so I couldn't paint it. Hang on, I kind of like this one better. This one looks more like a shopping bag.
You still be able to paint it.
No, because it has glaze on it. I mean, I could, but it would scratch easily. How much is this? I like this one better because it's probably 90% off.
Yeah, but then we have to go back to my...
I know. All right, I'm going to get this one, and then we can return the other one to Michael's, okay?
Okay.
Or do I want to abandon the bag altogether? Because they had some really pretty vases on clearance, too. Yeah, let's go back to the vases. Let's go see what they have over here. They still have a lot of florals left. What? Oh, you got pee. Okay. We're going to go look at the vases. Come on, baby girl. Let's go. Oh, here are more of those zodiac candles. Here's Libra. This is what you are, Celeste. What does this smell like? Oh, it smells good. It smells very clean and fresh. Does it have the notes? Melon medley. That makes sense. I don't know why they chose melon. Oh my gosh. I found the Leo. Here it is. I'm a July Leo. My birthday is July 28th. Let's see what a Leo smells like. It's spicy. What is it? Sugared citrus. Interesting. It is a little cinnamony. So that's funny that we called it. Okay, here are the vases. Celeste is the belle of the ball as always. I like the little mushrooms. I also like this. It's just simple, you know? And then I could see the stems, and I do like seeing the stems of my flowers. I have some fake tulips, by the way. Did I say that I was going to put those in here? I want to get some purple ones, though, and I think I only have pink and white at home. I don't know how much this is. It does not say for whatever reason. And I don't think they have price scanners, but I'm going to price check this. If it's like less than $3, I'm going to get this one instead of the bag. I gotta pee too now. I'm a sympathetic tinkler. Because they have so many florals, maybe I can find some fake flowers here. I really like the tulips that I have. I got them on Amazon. They're Real Touch, so they look very, very, very realistic compared to these like cloth ones, fabric flowers. They're like waxy almost. I don't really know how to explain it. If you've ever seen or felt Real Touch flowers, then you know what I'm talking about. Oh, those are pretty. The cherry blossoms, is that what those are? Let's go look at those, Celeste. Look at those, Elsie girl. They're so pretty, huh? I think I'm gonna stick with my tulips though, something a little bit more low profile, because those would take up too much valuable real estate for me to display my plushies on. Oh, those are pretty. Those don't look too fake. Oh, florals are only 70% off. That's probably why there's still a bunch left. Ooh, maybe I could get some flowers to add to my little dragon. If you've seen Monday's video, you already have a spoiler because you know what I ended up doing. But, let's see. Ooh, maybe those hot pinks. Those would look pretty on my dragon. Okay, here's some tulips, but see what I mean? Like the fabric just does not look good. It's like frays and yeah. I do feel that the hot pinks would look really pretty on my dragon. I could do like a flower crown on her. Or should I keep it all crochet? Decisions. Oh, I like these little mini peonies. Is that what these are? Are these peonies? No. They're ranunculus. Ranunculus? I don't know what that is, but they look like little baby peonies. They're pretty, whatever they are. Say, where's Dada? Where's Daddy? We lost him. She loves the flowers. Look at them rolls. Too bad it's not Thanksgiving because I'd eat them rolls. So Ryan said that he saw a sign that said fixtures are available for purchase in the back. So I'm assuming a cart would be considered a fixture. I don't know, but we're gonna go check out the back and see what that's about. Oh, can't forget polyfill. Okay, I didn't find any big boxes, so I'll just get a couple of little bags and then put them into those big TJ Maxx and Marshalls bags that I keep around the house with stuffing in them. Okay, I'm getting 3 because we don't have a ton of room in the car. So that'll be like, I don't know what, $8, $6? I don't know. This is probably what they're referring to with the stuff that's available for purchase.
Oh, the register is open, so maybe that's where they're checking out.
All right, let's go find somebody to ask. Oh, that would be cool to have in the garage, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think Miss Jeep is gonna fit that though.
It's a little rickety. These big old file cabinets. Ooh, I could keep yarn in here.
No, you can't.
Why?
Oh, bam.
Oh, it's sold. Darn it, somebody else had that idea. But then you couldn't see my yarn, and I like being able to see my yarn. It's also an art installation. Ooh, there's a price check right here. Unless they took it out, but let's see how much that vase is. No, that's a lie. There is 0 price checks here. Okay, the vase is $5.10. A wonderful employee scanned it for us, and I said if it was $3 or below, I would get it. So I don't know if I want to spend $5 on it. I think I'll stick with my bag. So the employee also said that I might be able to take a basket today, but I have been looking around at the baskets and I actually don't see any of the lime green ones. They're all like the older green. Yeah, I don't think that they have any of the cute bright green ones. They all look like those older. Let's see, are there any over here by the door? There are not. So I don't even know if it's worth me getting one here because like I said, I already put my name in for one at a different Joann's. That's the older green color. Yeah, they all look like that. So I guess I'll pass. I guess I won't get my hands on a lime green basket. Unless we try a different Joann's. There are a bunch in the area here, but I don't know which ones are still open. There is something so funny to me about this realistic image printed on this Squishmallow. Look at this gummy bear bedazzled pen. Do I need this? This looks and feels like it would write like dog water, as the kids say. It's so light and jingly, but it's adorable. I feel like that would be the epitome of form over function. Ooh, I forgot that I need some elastic for my dress. Okay, I need thicker elastic than what this is, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I think I'm gonna need 2, just because it's gonna be so cheap here, much cheaper than Walmart. Oh, there is this. That's too thick. I need something in between. Hook and loop, no, don't need that. I'm just gonna get these 2. What a weird thing to want to crochet. But you can get a kit for it for $10. You know what? It's better than Woobles. This could very well be the last Joann shopping trip. It is going to be, like today is going to be the last time that we're going to come to Joann's, I think. But this might not be the last Joann's of the day. If I can find a basket elsewhere. I've said before that it has been my last Joann shopping trip. But this is final. Like you've seen, like they have nothing here. And we're over an hour away from the nearest Joann, so it is a trip to come out here. So this is sad. This is so sad. Celeste isn't gonna get to grow up coming to Joann's with her mama. Wow, she got a lot of yarn. Yowza. So all of this would have been $80. You want to take a guess before I tell you how much all of it was? Everything that I got? The candles, the notepad, the foam, the polyfill. You ready? $12. It was $12 for everything. Well, that was my last Joann's trip. I'm sad. I need a little treat. Wow, look at all this room for yarn and polyfill. Yeah, there we go. Just squeeze it in there, like me fitting into my jeans. Look at this little jelly sandal. What is this called? Hand sanitizer holder that I got at Bath and Body Works. I freaking loved my jellies when I was a kid, so this just brought me back. Should I hang it from the rearview mirror? And that's a little extra. We're getting Chick-fil-A for lunch. Say what you will about Chick-fil-A, but they know how to do chicken right. Also, they have race flags out for the Indy 500 weekend. Everybody, it's so cute. Everybody here hangs the little race flags from like their little flag racks on their houses, and they line their driveways with little race flags. I could not care less about race car driving. I couldn't care less really about any sport. But yeah, it's a very big thing here. I definitely feel like a poser Hoosier, not liking racing and not liking basketball.
Oh, basketball for sure.
I just live here. Ryan is just showing me that apparently there was an inaugural Wienermobile on the Indy 500 track the other day. Look at them go. Top speed of 60 miles an hour. Look at what song came on my playlist. It goes, goodbye and you can say hello, but you'll always find your way back. You can change your style and you can change your drink. I don't want to get copyright claimed. These are the best Chick-fil-A fries I think I've maybe ever had. They're so crispy and salty. Chef kiss. All right, time to touch up the lipstick. We are at our final Joann's, and then we're gonna head home. Along with the Lord's chicken, we also got a chocolate shake. All right, let's go see what they have. This is an older location, and I don't think that they ever had the newer lime green branding of Joann stuff, so I doubt that they're going to have any of the baskets that I want, unfortunately, but they might have some fabric left that I still need. Although this was one of the original locations that was going to be closing, so this one is probably on its last few days. I'll have to ask and see when it is closing. It's currently May 25th, and I heard that some stores are closing on May 25th, so it could very well be their last day. So this is awkward. Apparently it's the 24th, and my mom's birthday is on the 25th. And we just went and wished her a happy birthday, and apparently it's not her birthday, but she just wasn't gonna say anything. So I don't know. Oh my. Okay, let's see what they've got going on. Oh, okay. She said that she assumed that I knew tomorrow was her birthday. Oh my gosh, we overpaid. It's only $1.80 here. What was it at the other one? $2 something? $2.40? Should have waited. Well, maybe I'll get some more polyfill. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They legitimately have nothing. Like, even a lot of their displays are sold. Oh, my goodness. The giant scissors. I think we can buy the scissors. Where would we put that, though? I want a giant crochet hook, but I don't think that they've ever had a giant crochet hook. Look at this crime scene. I bet you Spirit Halloween is already ready to jump on the corpse of this establishment. This is where the yarn used to live. Somebody bought all these, by the way. You know, this is not a bad way to store your yarn, honestly, if you have the room for it. Like, I wonder what the people who bought these are going to do with it, you know? It could be stores that are going to reuse it. MA, congratulations to you. Yeah, oh my gosh, MA bought all of these. Yeah, maybe it's a store that's going to utilize them. It could be people like me who vend at events, who want it for their booth. Could be people putting them in their craft rooms. I don't know. Did you hear that banging? Okay, there is nothing. There's nothing. All right, well, there's some stuff up here. Wow. Oh, there's little pretty butterflies. Those are pretty. I could put those on my dragon. $7.49. Okay, I'm assuming that it's 70% off though. That's still a little too expensive in my opinion. But that would actually, those would be pretty to add to my dragon. Okay, I'm gonna price check this. We'll see how much it is. Got a bunch of Easter stuff. Oh, look at this dapper lad. Hello, good sir. Top of the morning to you. It's not the top of the morning. It's 3 o'clock, maybe almost 4 o'clock. Oh my gosh, we left the house this morning at 11 a.m. I know to you, it's like we've been gone shopping for like 20 minutes, however long this vlog is, but we've been out for like 5 hours. All right, there's a little sign over here, $7.49. That is $2.24. Yeah, I think that's worth the $2 and change. I may or may not add them to my dragon. We'll see, but I do really like the hot pink and the purple ones. I feel so bad about my mom's birthday. Look, it's the thought that counts, okay? Plus, it did make sense for us to come out to see her today instead of tomorrow, since we're not going to be out running errands on Sunday. So she said she just assumed that I thought that today was, or that I came to see her today instead of tomorrow, but I thought today was legitimately her birthday. Worst daughter award. Okay, they have some more here, and it's only 7 cents. And they do have some black, and this is sticky felt. Okay, I'm gonna get some of this because black I know that I'll use, black and white. Thank you, my love. I'll also get this white. I have 2 of these sheets at home, but again, we'll get it because it's so cheap at the moment. Pop foam. Okay, so this pink foam is what I used when I was making the poros for Comic-Con. I don't know that I'm going to make poros in the future. Should I get some of this just to have in case I do? I think I still have some more at home though, so I'm not going to. Somebody just complimented my purse. Okay, we're gonna get some more polyfill here and shove it in the car because it's so cheap. How much is this normally? $8.99. It's only $1.80. So this is definitely a good business expense sort of thing, and I go through a lot of polyfill because I'm a very firm stuffer. That's what he said. Look at this Blue's Clues house. Ryan loved Blue's Clues as a kid. It's got little puzzles on it. It's $64.99. Let's see, this one was $24. It's $7.50. I'm assuming it's 70% off. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Ryan wanted to get the Blue's Clues house for the baby. So it was only $19, and it's a Melissa and Doug toy, and I really like Melissa and Doug. As a former educator, I do really like their toys, very Montessori based. But we ended up getting 5 more bags of polyfill and the felt, and it was like how much?
$30
plus the $10, not including this. Well, Joann's officially goodbye. All right, we're gonna head home, and I'm feeling okay in terms of social battery, so I think I can chat with you guys as I am organizing my yarn wall in my office. And you know what? I didn't find any drawer organizing stuff for my little IKEA drawers that I keep all of my scissors and pens and pencils and everything in. So maybe I'm not going to get to that in this vlog. We can do an organize with me another time, but in terms of the drawer stuff. But we are going to rearrange the backgrounds of my videos and switch up the yarn storage, how that's done. And I need to go through it and just declutter it. There's a lot of yarn that I do not use anymore. So I just want to get rid of stuff, clean it out, you know, make room for new yarn. I've heard that Premier has a new chenille. I have not checked it out yet, but I've been avoiding doing so because I have no place to put this new yarn if I were to get any. So I will see you when we get home. That actually wasn't my last trip to Joann's because I remembered that I have to go to the Greenwood location to pick up my basket. But I won't be doing any shopping there because it's going to be on or near their closing day, so they're probably not going to have anything to shop. I'm literally just going in to pick up the basket that I already paid for. So technically that wasn't the last time that I stepped foot in a Joann's, but that's okay because I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet anyways. Okay, now that we're home, I am going to do my nails actually because I need to film this week's makes video today so that I can just relax for the rest of the weekend and so that it gives me enough time to edit because I tend to cut it very, very close and not finish editing and uploading those videos until like an hour before it's supposed to go live. Anyways, I want to get that done today, but I am launching my stickers on my Etsy shop. So I want to get my nails all cute so that I can take listing photos for Etsy and so that when I show them off in my video, they're cute. I got some little press-on nails from TJ Maxx, Marshall's, one of the two, that are really pretty, like iridescent purple that match the brand. They just happen to, and they're really cute. So I'm going to take off this crusty, dusty nail polish that I've had on my nails for about 3 months at this point and get my nails done. Then we'll go upstairs and film this week's makes video before starting the office renovation in case we don't finish it tonight. So that way I don't have it looking like a tornado went through my office while filming that video. So let's get the manicure going, shall we? These are the nails that I was talking about. Aren't those pretty? So before I put these on, actually, I need to bedazzle my dragon because I don't want to get hot glue crusted on these. So here are all of my jewel options. Actually, before I talk about this, let me get my hot glue gun. Don't look in here. This is what I'm talking about, the drawers that I wanted to organize because they are a disaster. But let me get this plugged in and then we can talk through my plan for my dragon. Here are a few of my bags from earlier today and a stuffing bag. So this is what I did for my other dragon, my monarch butterfly. And I think I'm going to do something similar with how I space the gemstones. But I think on my other butterfly, I'm going to do some below the eye as well. And maybe even some on the wings. I don't know. Ooh, should I input Tia into the state fair? Or Merida? Or one of these dragons? I don't know. There are so many options. So I got these at Walmart and I like that they had the light and the dark purple. And then these I've had for forever. They're from Hobby Lobby, these little iridescent rhinestones. So I think I'm going to use this big one in the center. And I like how it's not just clear, it's iridescent. So it has some of that like teal and purple that are getting pulled out from it. So I think we're going to do that in the middle. And then I have these sparkly silver, what do you call these? Pipe cleaners for the little antenna here. Also, this iced strawberry is my new favorite thing. Specifically the Starburst strawberry. I am low-key addicted. I've been having like 3 a day. My dogs are playing. All right, so let's start with the big gem right in the center here. Oh, I should probably do the little antenna first, actually, so that I know precisely where this is going. There we go. So for these, we want the little tips to be extra fat. So I'm going to twist 2 of these together and then wrap one around the tip of the other. Okay, so now to secure these, what I do is I stick them in where I want them to go and then feed it all the way down through the head. All right. Let's curve them a little. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay, I think that that's good. So I'm gonna glue this in at the top and put the glue like into the stitch. And then hold that there till it dries. I touched it. I mean, I did it on purpose. I thought that it was going to be cooler than it was. But it was not. Okay, and then for the second one, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to try to get this end through the same hole that the other one came through. Gotta pull this one out a little more. All right, and then I'm going to twist the ends together and then tuck them back up into the body here. All right, and let's glue this one in as well. Just for extra reinforcement. I'm not planning on selling this dragon, by the way. She is to sit in my office. I love these little finger nub things. They are great if you regularly work with hot glue. They are a finger saver. Although I normally end up putting them on too late after I've already burnt the crap out of my fingers. Shit, Taki. Ow. I have this on and I grabbed it with the wrong fingers. Okay, but look at her antenna. Eee, I love her. All right, let's do her jewels now. So I think we're gonna go on top and bottom of this big jewel right here. Ow. Here we go. Okay, and then I have these smaller ones in the dark purple. So then we'll do a smaller dark purple below here. Oh my gosh, these are so tiny. I'm definitely going to burn my fingers. Oh, it's so tiny. That's not what she said. Because we appreciate all sizes here. Gotta get all these little spider web hot glue strands off here now. But that's what her little forehead looks like. So now around the outsides, ooh, these are like in a sticky strand, so we can picture what they're gonna look like. Should I do the dark purple? What do we think? Oh, can you even see that? There we go. Dark purple? Something about that I don't like. I think that this purple is too muted. I want more vibrant colors. I could do these little iridescent ones to match the big gem Maybe I'll do these. Should I do every other maybe? Oh my gosh, decisions. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it and we'll see how it turns out. I'm just gonna play it by ear. We'll make that one like her center eyebrow. And then dark purple, light purple maybe? Or dark purple, big dark purple on the outside and then a little dark purple. Yeah, let's do that. I really wish that I had some hot pink gems because she has hot pink flecks in her eyes. I painted her eyes, by the way. Do you see the pink flecks in them? That would be pretty, but unfortunately, I do not have any, and I didn't get them at Michael's because they were so expensive. Okay, you know what I think would look really good is these little teeny tiny ones right here, but I'm really scared to hot glue them. Do I want to do this? You know what? We're gonna go for it. Go big or go home. I mean, I am home, but you get what I mean. Oh yeah, that fits like perfectly into that stitch right there. It looks like it's embedded with Swarovski crystals. Okay, these are way too tiny. I mean, they are sticky. If I'm not going to be selling this, I guess I could just stick these. I don't have to hot glue them. Look at how pretty she looks. I bedazzled her. Okay, so for the wings, I could do some spots in the sparkles because you're supposed to embroider spots, but I'm thinking that I'll just leave these. Ooh, should I do white or should I do these iridescents instead of the purples? Oh yeah, I think I should do the iridescents. Okay, let's put this back. I will do this and I will check in with you when she is complete. Actually, I forgot to put wire in her wings. So let me do this so that they stand up on their own. So this is bonsai wire. And I fold one side down like this. And then I'll take her wing. So her head is turned that way because I want her to sit up like this. So I'm going to stick this wire in to her wing. Make sure it does not poke out. It goes all the way down into the body there. And then I tuck it in and bend it. And now the wing stands up on its own. Pretty. Okay, let's do that for the other one. By the way, this wire, along with pretty much everything else that I use crochet-wise, whether it be safety eyes or any of my tools like this, I have linked in my Amazon storefront. There's always a link in the description, so if you want to know where I get any of my resources, then check there. Now for the other dragon, the monarch butterfly dragon that I'm intending on selling, for the wire in that one, I did what I did with the pipe cleaner, which is where I put both ends out through the same hole on the belly, twisted them together with a wire, what do you call those? The needle nose things, pliers, and then tucked them in really, really good so that hopefully those wires don't stick out or come undone. Okay, she's all done. She is beauty, she is grace. All right, I'm going to put all this stuff away and then sit down and do my nails. I keep all of this stuff in these, behind these curtains. You see back there? It's a mess. Oh, wait, I forgot to add the little butterflies to her that I got. Okay, I got to run downstairs and get those. Look away if you're an electrician. I got to turn on my lights. I don't want you to see the situation down here. I only have one outlet in this entire room, powering all of my stuff. So, I have little extension cords running around everything. Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that. All right, here are the little butterflies. And like I said at the store, I really like the hot pink and the purple. I think that they'll look pretty on her. So I was thinking, maybe not the hot pink. Maybe the light pink and the purple. Yeah, I was thinking about putting them on her tail. And these are just on little clips, so I don't have to permanently attach them, which I like. And then here's the light pink. Put it on her wing. Is this too much? Is it too much? Did I overdo it? Or does she look cute? Maybe I should switch these so that the pink stands out better. Let's do that. There we go. The purple on purple just wasn't doing it for me. But, oh my gosh, I love her. She's beautiful. The most beautiful thing I've ever made, I think. Outside of my children, of course. Also, she matches my new candles. I could put the orange butterfly on my monarch. But no, because she is the butterfly, you know? Whereas this dragon, she is like a fairy princess dragon. So the butterflies flock to her. This dragon is a butterfly. So this is too meta if I do that. Okay, I'm getting everything set up for my this week's make. So I put everything over here on my desk. And we'll just throw these in there. Just contribute to the problem. I gotta bring her over because I have not shown her off yet. By the way, shameless plug, if you want to know about any of the patterns or anything for this stuff, you gotta watch my This Week's Makes videos. Same with like all of my plushies back here. Every week I show off what I made that week. And I also like link the patterns and talk about what I liked and didn't like, what yarn I used, all of that stuff. So if you want to know more about them, go watch Monday's video. And then come back here if you want to. So these are those little containers that I told you that I got at Michael's for my stickers. So since I'm going to be showing off all of my stickers that I've made in this week's makes, I need to go through and get one of each out of here, like my professional hobby collector. All right, I've laid them out. I will not be doing my pinkies because I always snag my pinky nail on stuff and I really don't want them to get ripped off. Plus, I really just need my thumb. So when I take the pictures when I'm holding the stickers, it looks okay. By the way, if you're interested in any of my desk stuff, it's also on my Amazon storefront. Look at how meta my desktop wallpaper is. That's legitimately my desktop with my keyboard and everything. I always keep crochet hooks and all this junk on my desk for when I'm working and procrastinating work and want to crochet a little bit. So I'm going to get these ratchet nails looking pretty and then we can move on. Oh my gosh, that's so nasty. Don't look at those. I'm an artist, okay? That's my excuse why my hands always look like hot garbage. Pasty came to show us her bone. You got a bone? Oh my goodness. I don't know about these nails, you guys. Hi. Can I help you? Yeah, these nails are incredibly pointy. And I need to be able to type for work, so I don't know how long these are gonna last. Also, they're see-through. I did not realize, I mean, the lighting in here is not phenomenal. You cannot see anything that's happening. But yeah, they're like see-through. So, gosh, I do not feel like myself. When I'm wearing nails like this, you better watch out, you haters, because I can scratch your eyes out with these babies. These are sharp. I accidentally poked myself with it. They're sharp. Okay, I'm going to take pictures of my stickers really quickly, and then I will film my This Week's Makes video, and then we can get organizing this office. I don't know if I have it in me to finish this tonight, but we'll at least make a dent, I hope. I'm going to need to eat dinner in between here too, because for you it's only been a little bit, but for me it's been like 4 hours since I've eaten, and I'm getting hungry. Okay, I'm done taking pictures of all of them. Here are all of my stickers. They're going to be available in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description if you want to get your hands on any. These are my favorites. They are the Evolutions as Animal Crossing villagers, and I had so much fun naming them and coming up with their personality type and their little dialogue boxes. This one you can only get if you come and meet me at a market. But yeah. They're all my stickers. Look at little Kevin. Look at how pudgy he is. All right, now that that is all done, I am going to sit down, film my This Week's Makes video, and it's probably going to be a long one because I want to talk about all my stickers, and I, of course, crocheted some things. So, got to get this ring light on me, and let's record that, shall we? I should probably touch up my lipstick first. I was just taking the thumbnail, and look at how pretty she is. Holy smokes! Oh, she's majestic AF. And then look at this one. I painted those eyes, and of course bejeweled her as well. I am obsessed with these dragons, you guys. Freaking-cessed. Hey everybody, it's Katie, the Celestial Homebody. I hope you are all having a wonderful week, and if you're not, hopefully a little crochet will cheer you right up. But also, in addition to crochet, I have some exciting news about my super secret project that I've been working on for months at this point. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. All right, that was long. That's what she said. That was probably like an hour and 20 minutes of filming. I'm exhausted. Do I want to do this tonight, or should we do this tomorrow? I think we're going to do this tomorrow, my friends. So you're going to see me in my jams probably without any makeup on. I hope I don't scare you away. But, yeah, I don't have the bandwidth right now. What time is it? It is 8:30 now. I just want to go take a shower and hang out with Rai. We're about to put Celeste to bed. So, yeah. All right, it's bedtime for Miss Celeste. Hey, Celeste. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. She doesn't get it. All right, baby's down. We're all showered. I thought that I would try this sparkling ice in black raspberry. I'm going through all of the ice flavors. Excuse my nightgown, by the way. Paisley ate the collar when she was a puppy. But I'm going through and trying all of these sparkling ices to try to break my soda addiction. So let's try this black raspberry. Yeah, that's cough syrup. That's cough syrup. Well, Well, I'll leave that there next to the bananas for Ryan. Also, I asked him to spray paint my bag. So this is the base coat, and I did get out these tulips. These are the Real Touch ones that I was talking about. They are wet because I just rinsed them off since they were really dusty. They used to be white and they have yellowed over time, but that's okay. I really like the yellow with the purple. So tomorrow I will go through and paint over this in this more lilac purple. This is that tumbler that I was talking about earlier that I got at Michael's, and I put one of my Pink Pony Club stickers on it. That's the only one that I put on here so far for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I started it with that. But this is the Michael's tumbler that keeps everything cold. But I want this bag to be closer to this color, so I'm gonna go over with some acrylic paint, but at least we have the base coat of it done, and let those flowers dry. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer that I don't like that ice. I have a whole assortment here. Unfortunately, I only have one more of the strawberry starburst left. This must be one of the most popular flavors because every time we go to Walmart, they are almost sold out or completely sold out of that specific flavor. So that's kind of a bummer. So we're gonna have to try Walmart tomorrow, and maybe they'll have some more because I'm gonna be jonesing for my ice strawberry starburst. All right, I'm gonna go sit down and edit this week's Makes videos while Ryan takes a shower, and then I think he's gonna make tacos for dinner, even though it'll be 10 p.m. by the time that we actually eat dinner, but that's the life of a YouTuber, I guess. Okay, it is currently 2:30 in the morning. I have been editing for 4 or 5 hours now, getting all of those Etsy listings for my stickers up. I'm just exhausted. We've started the first episode of season 5 of You on Netflix. It's one of our favorite shows. I absolutely love Penn Badgley. He's amazing. But yeah, so we started the first episode of that, but then I was like, I just want to get the weekly makes edited so that I'm not cutting it so close this week since I normally upload it way too late. But anyways, I'm exhausted. I am knackered, as my friends across the pond would say. So I'm going to go to sleep, and I will see you tomorrow for organization day. Well, good morning. So, slight change of plans this morning. I'm currently standing in Celeste's room, and the nursery is a disaster. So, my office is right next door. There's my office. There's the nursery. Yeah, as you can see, it's a mess. And the reason that it looks like this is because months and months and months ago, if you have been here for a while, you saw that I redid my whole office and added the wallpaper and all that stuff. I moved stuff that I did not want in my office anymore into the nursery as kind of like a holding place until we dealt with it. Well, it's been a few months now and we still have yet to deal with it, but to be fair, the baby is yet to sleep in here. We really just come in here for like diaper changes at night, and occasionally she'll sit in her crib and play. It's more like a playpen right now because she's still in her bassinet in our room because she's a very tiny baby. She's still fitting in her bassinet even at 7 months old. But anyways, so what we're going to do this morning is go through this really quickly. Most of it is going to get donated. Like there's a lot of little stuff like my desk mat that no longer fits on my new desk. Bunch of like pegboards and stuff that I no longer need. I really don't want to have to bother selling them through Marketplace. So I think we're just going to drop them off at a charity shop. Probably Goodwill, honestly, because that is the only thrift store that we have here in town. And we are out in the country 45 minutes away from every city. So I think that is what we're going to do. And then when we get home, I will tackle The Office. So this video has turned kind of from just spend the day shopping and organizing with me to like, we're spending the whole weekend together. I hope you don't mind. Hopefully you're working on something good. Leave me a comment with what you're working on right now, crochet or drawing or whatever it is that you're doing. Let's do our emoji of the day, shall we? What emoji should we do? I'm staring at Celeste's little fish aquarium thing that she uses while she's playing in there. We mostly just use it as a sound box, but that has inspired me for our emoji of this video, which is a fish. Leave me an emoji of a fish so I know that you watch this part of the video. And yeah, we're gonna get going on this. So I'll check in with you shortly. See, she's playing and there's her little aquarium. Also, look at what I found. This is the embroidery that I did when we announced our son Sawyer. He was born August 10th, 2023, and there's his little ultrasound. And yeah, I made this. This is his wall. I also embroidered that for him because his nursery theme was Peter Rabbit. So this was his room before it was Celeste. And I did this wallpaper that is like these woodland creatures. And here is Sawyer's whole little shelf or wall. And then this is their bookshelf. And a lot of these books, Ryan and I actually collected while we were on our honeymoon, long before we ever had kids. This is a book that I wrote. There's Joann Paisley. I wrote it and illustrated it. And this is one of my favorites, Let's See Ireland. Obviously, we got that in Ireland. There's another book that I wrote and illustrated. Here's the Greyfriars Bobby, my Scottish friends. So yeah, we collected books while we were on our honeymoon. And yeah, here's a little crochet hot air balloon. One of my, oh, it's got a little fuzz on it. One of my family friends made that for us after Sawyer passed. And it's cute because it has a little S in it and a little heart. And she was like, it's because you're sending your love to Sawyer up to heaven. How cute is that? And she made that for me before I really got into crocheting. So yeah, we keep it here. And here's Ryan's penguin that he made for the baby. What's so funny over there? You're cracking up. There's Miss Paisley, of course. Demanding pets. And this is a Christmas tree because we had a Christmas tree in here near the window, but it's obviously not Christmas anymore. I was going to just donate this squishmallow, but should I keep it? Should I harvest its stuffing? Maybe I'll do that. Look at that face. Yeah, most of the stuff is getting donated. Yeah, oh, I guess here's a little nursery tour. We never use the TV in here, by the way. The TV was in here because this used to be the guest room and the nursery. When I was pregnant with Sawyer, we had like a day bed there. So we put the TV in for guests if they were staying here. But now we have an actual guest room right there. That room was not there before we added it. So, yeah, okay. Let's get sorting.
Yeah.
I got this little fan for my office because look at how little it is because my office is so small, but I need the air moving in there. Also, how cute is this little corner in her room? Oh, look at these. I got these at Goodwill. They're little holographic Doc Martens. They're so cute. Okay, I'm harvesting this Squishmallow's guts. Similar strategy to that of carving a pumpkin. You know, just insert and scoop. This is very soft. I should probably take off my ring, otherwise it's gonna get stuck. Nope, my hands are too swollen. I can't do anything with these nails. By the way, this morning, this thumbnail is like split down the middle. I don't know if you can see it, but yep. I don't know, somewhere in my ferocious sleep, I somehow split the nail. You know what? I gotta cut this guy open. There we go. We need a bigger surgical incision. Yeah, I can't do anything with these nails, y'all. Oh, what's this? What's that inside of my Squishmallow? I was trying to edit last night and type on my keyboard, and I don't know. It was just, I have no autonomy when it comes to having nails. I feel like everything takes me so much longer just because I'm so not used to them. And these are very long and very pokey too. I keep feeling like I'm going to accidentally poke the baby, so I feel like they're going to get cut today. I did finish all my pictures for my Etsy listing photos yesterday, so I don't really have a purpose of needing them anymore. Also, this stuffing is so white. The stuffing is so white and so fluffy that looks just like clouds.
It's true.
It feels like clouds too.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
That's way nicer than normal polyfill.
It's all done. Would anybody like a carcass of a boba? Also, I just realized that I forgot to tell you guys something about this in Monday's video. The tips of the ears, I used this tie-dye-ish from Bernat. Nobody's asked about it yet, but in case you watched that video and are now watching this one and you're curious, that is the tie-dye-ish because it kind of has the light and the dark of the wings in it, and I just thought that it would add a little bit more dimension. So, yeah. Look at my tub, still caked in mud from the Renaissance Festival. There's all my market stuff. Here's my cereal bowl making station. Our garage is an absolute disaster. But yeah, just wanted to show you that I will forever be reminded of that awful, awful market because there's still mud all over everything. Speaking of cereal bowls, while we drop this off at Goodwill, I want to go in and look for bowls for my wall art because I have an order for 3 white bowls and I don't have any plain white bowls. So, yeah, I got to get some of those. And it's been a while since we've checked our Goodwill here in town. Normally we check when we go out to Indianapolis, but we were just exhausted yesterday and I needed to get back and film, so we didn't go when we were out there. So I'm really, really hoping that our Goodwill has some plain white bowls because I need to get that order out. All right, we'll do a little Goodwill shop with me. Let's see what we can find here. All right, so we're looking for bowls, as I said, but maybe there's some things here that I can use for markets. Oh my gosh, look at this cute little table and chairs. That's so cute. I mean, it definitely needs a refresh, but oh my gosh. My sister and I had a little table and chair set like this when we were kids. My mom still has it, actually. Is this a ghost? It is a ghost. That looks like a Target pillow if I've ever seen one. But me personally will never buy a pillow or a stuffed animal from a thrift store. That's just me. But it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so. Look at this cute little box that says baby. What's the story behind this? Every long love song reminds me of you.
Why is it at Goodwill?
Why is it a jar? And why is it at Goodwill? Like, what do you keep in there? Music sheets? I don't know. Is this like no, it's like a Cricut vinyl. Oh, and then there's this one. Look at this fine decor. We have fake flower petals trapped in a ball jar. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy. It's for like chips and dip. You can put your dip in the mouth and then your chips down here. That is fine dining ware. This is what I would put out if the Queen came to visit. Oh, I forgot that the Queen has passed. I apologize. If the King comes to visit. Do we like Camilla? I don't know. I'm an American. We don't really follow that kind of stuff. Well, a lot of us don't. I don't know much about Camilla other than she might... Hey! I donated this. Wait, no way. Is this... Ryan, I donated this.
Yep, literally, I just dropped it off the other day.
He just dropped it off the other day. Wow, that's funny. 99 cents?
Oh my god, maybe we should get it.
Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, British royalty. I would put that out if the king came to visit. Ryan says there's something that we've got to see over here.
This guy has seen some things.
He looks like he's done shrooms. He looks like he's seeing 1,000,002 different colors. All right, let's take a look for bowls here. Plain whites. Oh, those are really big.
Giant.
This is kind of a cool pattern on the outside. Okay, well, there's 2. We can get those just to get them.
Yeah.
And they're 99 cents. Excellent.
She did say she wants a plain ring too.
Yeah, okay. By the way, if you're out of the loop of what I'm doing, I'm getting bowls to make cereal bowl wall art. I'll put a picture up here. This is like my main seller on Etsy. I've been selling these for years and years, and I have a lot of fun making them. But I have that open order for 3 white bowls with a plain rim, and unfortunately, I am not seeing any that would work, because this I would not classify as a plain rim, and there's only 2, and we need 3 that match. So this is unfortunate. Are these little whales? Oh no, they're little eggplants. Friends are the chips in chocolate chip cookies. How inspirational. Does anybody need 500 fake noses and mustache glasses? Disguise glasses? Sometimes they have yarn over here. Oh, here's a bunch of knit stuff. What's this? I see some thread. Oh, here's some crochet stuff, some little hats it looks like. Oh, here's yarn. I mean, it's all just white. Every time I find yarn at Goodwill, it's always some very old niche brand that I've never ever heard of before. Windrush by, I can't even say that, Yarns Brunswick. I can't see it because it's all crinkled, but I think it says Yarns Brunswick. Oh, I have some of these little pumpkins. I don't have the skeleton parts with it though. What an odd assortment. This section is always good for looking for stuff for markets. Oh my gosh, this brings me back to my classroom when I was teaching. I used to have these for all the little table pods with the pens and crayons and stuff back when I was teaching 2nd grade. And I loved the kids. I love my students in 2nd grade, but the older kids are where I loved being. So I taught 5th grade for a few years before I left and started doing my art full time. Anybody want a printer? Look at this pastel rainbow unicorn. Oh my gosh. She's stunning. Wow, this is a disaster area over here. Yeah, all the little baskets and stuff are really good to look at. Look at this little guy. Oh, by the way, tomorrow's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Although I always feel weird saying Happy Memorial Day because it's kind of a sad occasion. Is it happy or is it sad? I don't know. We're memorializing all of our brave heroes who fell during battle. Look at this giant bow. Ryan, will you get this for me and put it on my car so that I can pretend like I've got a new car?
That's kind of cool, actually.
How much is it?
$199. That is not bad.
A portable communion set? You know, I can't say that I've ever felt the need for that, but I guess it's nice to have on hand.
$2.99.
For when you're camping and you got to do the communion?
I guess so.
What goodies do they have in the toys? They actually don't have too much in the toys section here. Oh my gosh. Celeste would lose her freaking mind if she saw this. We got to bring her over here. Look at him. What on earth? Is this like a character from something? Okay, look at baby girl. Whoa. She's just eating the strap on her little peanut butter plushie with like that sort of expression. Is that cool? All right, I think that is it. Oh, that bear would be good for getting stuffing out of to put in your plushies. Oh my gosh, look at this little llama or alpaca. I don't know, is it a llama? But he has rainbow iridescent hooves. He's like a disco llama. It would not be a Goodwill trip without seeing a Wii balance board. One time we came here and there were legitimately like 9 stacked up next to each other, balance boards. And I'm like, who's out here donating their Wii balance boards? That is peak fitness right there. Well, at least we found the 2 bowls. Oh my gosh. Remember how I was talking about my jellies? Are these adult jellies? They're only a size 5 though. That's like half of my shoe size. 6 feet tall, so I have big feet because I need to be able to balance. I wear like an 11. I actually was a size 10 for most of my life, adult life anyways, and then I had 2 babies and my feet somehow grew during pregnancy and now I'm like a 10 and a half, 11. Isn't that weird? All right, Walmart is in the same parking lot, so I'm going to run in here and see if they have any of my Starburst strawberry ice drinks, and if they do, I'm gonna buy them out because it's my new favorite thing in the world. They redid our Walmart last year and we got all new carts, and look at how fancy these carts are with a little cup holder and a phone holder, and they glide so smooth like the Target shopping carts. We're spoiled now. Let's see if they have any. No, they don't. It goes right there. No. Uh-oh. Well, I grabbed a cart for nothing. I don't know when they restock, but I think it's like an outside company that comes in and restocks the ices, because Ryan said that he's seen a different guy doing it outside of a Walmart employee. So I don't know, next time we see him, we're gonna have to ask him what the delivery schedule is so I can jump on it. It's so nice out today. I should really go work in the garage and get some cereal bowl orders done. I did get some Frosted Flakes because we have a special custom request for the Frosted Flakes. But I'm also really itching to get my craft room done, you guys. All right, we're home and this room is looking a lot better. There are still some things that need to go downstairs. I already have gotten a few sticker orders, so I'm gonna pack those super quickly so that I can start moving all of this stuff out into the hallway and just get that done with, and then we can take all this yarn down. One of the reasons why I wanted to clear out the nursery was because I have so little room in here that I'm going to need to put the yarn in here as like a holding area before I can put everything back up on the shelves. Got an order for Karen for a Soot Sprite with a clear back. C means clear back. And then a Pink Pony Club sticker. Where's my Pink Pony Clubs? And Pink Pony Club. So that's for Karen. And then we have an order for a mushy guy. I need to cut more of these. I only have 3 left already. So we've got a mushy guy, a passenger princess license. This is the first one of these that I've sold. And in the other container, she got a professional hobby collector sticker, which, hey, it matches my shirt today. Look at this. I'm rolling in stamps. I got 100 of them the other day to prep. So I'm going to include a little business card that I wrote thank you on in there. And her stickers. And then I always use, well, by always, I mean, I just started this sending these, but I have this silver Sharpie that I draw some little sparkles on, you know, because I'm the celestial homebody. So it just fits. And then I take one of these stickers that I made that says, "Thank you for your order," and stick this on the back so the flap doesn't come off. Oops. And there we go. One is done. All right, I got all of my orders packed. So let's get all of this yarn cleared out. Well, I guess I should talk you through what my plan is first. Let's do that. All right, I'm using my fancy camera and my mic now, so the audio should be nice and crisp for you. So here is the game plan. Of course, we have our little helper Paisley here. So these shelves I originally got to hold my overstock of yarn. And what I mean by that is, if you can see over here, we've got like the blues and the greens. Over here, we have blues and greens. So what I had originally done was, over in my cubes over there, I put one of each skein, which would be my first like go-to when I needed that skein. And then over here, I had all of what I called the overstock, meaning all of like the new untouched skeins. So like, for example, if I was using blue Sweet Snuggles Light, I would come over here once that one was out and grab the new skein of Sweet Snuggles Light and move it over. But it looks a little weird, like, because I like having the rainbow of color. I think that it's really cool and really pretty. But it looks really odd when we have like all the blues and purples over here, then the blues and purples over here too. You know what I mean? So in addition to that, another problem that I run into is I have all of my plushies displayed over here on this short bookshelf, which looks really cool. Like when you walk in the room, it's like the first thing that you see. However, I normally sit with my camera propped up on the desk right here, filming facing this direction. And then my big fat head blocks all of my plushies, so you can't even really see them. So what I would like to do is declutter this. As you can see, I have a ton of the Big Twist plush up top there. I want to declutter this and get rid of skeins that I do not anticipate using. Oh, I also have more yarn down here, by the way, that I would like to be able to put in with everything else, or just get rid of this. Those whites up there, they're Premier Parfait, no, not Parfait, Chenille Brights. They feel not good. I do not want to use them. That giant skein of Bernat is old formula, and I am not really looking forward to using that either. So those I just want to get rid of, either donate or maybe sell like all of my yarn that I don't want in just a huge lot for like 20 bucks just to get rid of it. There's also some jumbo yarn down here that I don't intend on using again. I got those to make giant gummy bears, which did sell at the market that I took them to. You know what? That green might be good for making a coochie kopi from Bob's Burgers. I don't know if that's going to be enough yarn though. And I don't want to run out because I only have that one skein, and it's from Joann's. And I got it so long ago, I don't even remember what yarn it actually is. Anyways, I digress. So I've got all of that under there that I want to go through and possibly get rid of too. Down below here is where I keep my printer that I use to print my stickers, as well as the little signs that go on some of like the plushies, like the positive pets and everything. And then in this little container here, I got this at Hobby Lobby. Isn't it cute? It's like a rainbow leopard. It just gave me Lisa Frank vibes. So I got that to hold all of my safety eyes. So that is where my safety eye storage is. And then that's the ink for the printer. So I don't really need that much room down at the bottom here, so I think I'm going to drop this shelf all the way down, like as low as it will go, to be able to still pull the printer out to print on, and to pull that out, of course. And then I think, because you don't see the top of this in any videos, so I think I'm going to move all of my Big Twist variegateds up top there. As you can see, I do have, I keep trying to zoom in and it's moving the camera instead. How do I zoom in? But anyways, hopefully you can see. Up top there, I have all of the Big Twist plushes, the overstock, and then down here, I have one of each skein, except for the plushes, or the pastels, and then the rainbows, since I pull from those the most. I kept them down here, more than one. Yeah, I think I'm going to put all of the variegateds up top there, and then behind the door here, I have some more variegateds as well as the Fluffy Flex that we picked up yesterday from Michael's, the Mysticals. So maybe what I'll do is move all of that stuff to the top there, since you don't really see it in videos. And then I want to keep all of the skeins of each color together and not separate them based on like the primary stock and back stock. But I'm not going to be able to fit like all of the blues, for example, within one cube, which is how they are right now. So maybe what I'll do is up top, I'll put all of the variegateds. And then along here, I'll do all of the neutrals. So all of the white, black, and tan. And I do have quite a bit of the white, black, and tan. So I think that this might take up that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cubes. And like I said, I will be getting rid of stuff as well. And then in here, I will do the rainbow of colors. However, as I mentioned, you're not able to see my plushies sitting there on the bookshelf while I am filming. So I'm going to remove, I think, one of these shelves. So I'm going to lose some shelf space. Maybe I won't remove it. I don't know. I need to play with the spacing because Tia is so large that she's not going to fit in here. Like, you can see how tall she is. I could take this out and then set her inside of the bookshelf. I don't know if I want to do that though. Maybe I'll leave her there and then just move everybody else over. And then I don't really know what to use the top of this bookshelf for. Maybe that's where we can put the little bag vase with the flowers. That's the plan. I don't know how much of this you're going to actually see. I think I'm going to probably speed a lot of this footage up or just cut it out, because I personally, when I'm crocheting or working on something, I like people talking to me. I don't like it when YouTubers just put in music, because I could just listen to my own music at that point. So I'll try to entertain you as much as I can while I'm going through this. But yeah, all right, let's get started. It already looks so bare just without my plushies there. That's crazy. See, I was thinking maybe of moving this big bookshelf over, but if I did that, then I would not be able to access the crates over here, which then would be pointless. Plus, both of the bookshelves are anchored in because we have a small child, so all of our furniture pretty much is anchored into the walls. So this isn't going anywhere. This would be a great instance for having my Joann's baskets so that I could easily carry this stuff back and forth. I'm just going to use the baby's laundry basket. This'll work. Struggle with where to put this color. Do you consider this blue or purple? Because it's periwinkle. I think that's, yeah, periwinkle. This is the chenille brights. On camera it looks more purple, but in person it looks more blue. So maybe I should trust the camera and put it with the purples. Just next to the purple it looks blue, and then next to the blue it looks purple. So I don't know what to do with it. Gosh, it looks so empty. This is crazy. Okay, I have not touched any of the neutrals, but we have in here an epcot of colors. You can go and visit the land of the greens, the purples if you'd like. So here's all of my colored yarn. How many skeins of yarn do you guys think I have in that tiny little office? I don't really want to count them, but put your guesses in the comments below. So instead of moving all of the neutrals out, I'm going to go ahead and immediately transfer them over to their new homes. I was thinking too that actually it might be beneficial actually doing this for a lot of reasons, but one reason being I always turn on my lights right here, my little twinkle lights, and I take pictures of my products right in front of my logo sign. And something that has always kind of bothered me is that the rainbow of yarn, while it looks cool from far away, when it's up close and I'm taking product photos, I like more of a neutral backdrop, and you could always see like the neon orange from the top or the purples that were down below. So having all of the neutrals around here is probably actually going to be really good for taking photos here. Also, to secure these, so this is actually just a piece of wood that Ryan cut for me to support all the crates up top. And then these are secured into the wall with screws here so that they won't, you know, come out when I'm pulling yarn in and out. But I just tacked, because this is really soft wood, I just put tacks up here to wrap the little wires around. But I had to glue all of these up, the little hooks, because it's meant to be like a curtain, and I don't really like that you can see the hooks. So I think out in the garage we have a bunch of scrap wood. I think I'm going to get some trim to put along here so that it kind of hides that when I'm taking photos and stuff. I think in my videos you can't really see the hooks because it's far away and the background's a tiny bit blurred, but it bothers me. So maybe we'll do that today too. All right, I think I'm going to leave this almost exactly as it is. I will be moving all the variegateds up top, but I like the idea of keeping all of like the mysticals and the fluffy flecks together. So that's what I'm going to do. But like things like this, that's like the majority of one color. So this is all pink. I'm going to put with the pinks. I'm not going to put it with the variegateds. Same with this one. It will go with like the blues and the teals. I think I'm going to put this velvet twist also with the blues and the teals. I mean, it's definitely more variegated, but I think that it will blend in nicely over there. So I'm going to go put these in the piles. I need to go get the step stool so that I can get that stuff down, because I want all of them to be the same place. I used to have a little step stool up here behind my door, but we took it to market with us and it is still out in the garage, I believe. But I'm going to go get the big step stool so that I can organize them. I'm probably going to put the pastels here since I use those a lot. The rainbows maybe here. And then probably, should I start the blacks over here? Yeah, maybe black in these two, gray in these two, white in these two, brown and cream. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough space. Okay, we're going to have to see here. Went all the way downstairs to get the step ladder, and it's actually up here. I'll show you our very, very creepy back staircase. Look at how steep it is. It goes down to the kitchen because this upstairs bathroom was the maids, because this upstairs bedroom, which is now our bathroom, was for the maids, and they were not to be seen by the people of the house. I'm exhausted from walking up and down the stairs. Okay, back to work. I actually ran up the stairs, not walked. That's why I'm out of breath. I guess I don't need this little tray thing. Let's try a new beverage. So today is the Bubbly Burst Cherry Lemonade. I really like cherry limeade. Oh, my mic's not on. Hang on. There we go. Now the audio is probably better. Okay, I really like cherry limeade from Sonic, so we'll see if this tastes like that. Here we go. It's okay. It tastes very syrupy. And also the Bubbly Burst, they are not very bubbly. These are like the least carbonated drinks of all of the ones that I've tried. it kind of tastes like a red icy without the fun of drinking an icy. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. It does have some probiotics in it. Is that what it said? Oh, immune support and antioxidant and vitamin E. So it's good for me, so I'll choke it down. I'm a very, very harsh critic when it comes to soda substitutes because I've been so addicted to soda for so long. Okay, let's get back to work. All right, I started organizing those, but I'm gonna put a pause on that because I want to make sure you can't see me. Hang on, the camera's not centered. There we go. Because I want to get all of my neutrals in here first so that I can see how many crates I'm actually gonna need for those so that I don't fill these top ones up with the variegateds and then run out of room down below for all of my whites, grays, creams, and browns. So I'm gonna move to doing that really quickly. I say really quickly, but it's probably not gonna be really quickly. And I'm going to use the laundry basket to put in the skeins that I will be getting rid of. All right, right here I have all of my white Big Twist plushes. And I really don't use Big Twist plush that much anymore. I used to use it a lot, but I'm also hesitant to get rid of it because I'm never gonna be able to use it again, you know? So should I just get rid of a couple of skeins? Maybe I'll keep 4. So I'll get rid of 2. And then I'm also going to put here my Bernat white. This Bernat white is so freaking soft. I always get my Bernat in the white specifically at Walmart, and for whatever reason it is so incredibly soft at Walmart. It's literally just as soft as the very, very good quality Sweet Snuggles Light. That is how soft this Bernat is. So I'll shove those in there, and then I have a little bit of room right here for my sparkle whites. I mean, we really got to squeeze them in there, but they are in. All right, in this next one, I'll do all of my Chenille Home Slim and Sweet Snuggles. All right, 6 of them fit in here. I hate how messy these skeins are. I really like it when my yarn wall looks nice and neat and put together, but these skeins are disasters. Okay, I honestly don't have that many more whites. Let's see, I have a little tiny bit of this Chenille Brights in white. I also have this Big Twist Posh, which I guess I can squeeze in here. What is this? Okay, this is Parfait Chunky. Do I want to... Maybe I'll make the whites bleed into a different section. See, like just in white, I'm already taking up like 3 crates. This is crazy. I mean, at this point, should I just keep these 2 Big Twist plushes? No. Okay, I'll see what I can squeeze into here. Let's see. We'll put the Chenille or the Brights in there. And then I have like this little itty bitty bit of the Baby Bear, and I love using this yarn because it's nice and thin. I use that for like eyes, to do the whites of the eyes and whatnot. I have a little bit of this Juicy Couture, just 1 skein of it, and this is in the color Angel, which is kind of an off-white, so I'm not going to put it in with the whites. I will put it kind of in between the whites and the creams. I also have this Big Twist. I also have this Parfait Chunky Pom Pom, and we'll put that underneath the white Parfait Chunkies. And then I have a couple skeins of this Bernat Pipsqueak, so I'll put these in here as well. Okay, here's the thing. Remember how I said I take product photos right here? I really don't want these messy skeins in here to see those in the photo, so I think I'm actually going to swap these two sections, or at least move over the sparkle whites. And then put all of these little skeins, like the messy ones, over here to the side where you don't see them as much. Also, yes, I do sort my yarn based on color, not based on brand or line, because I mix my brands of yarn all the time in projects. As long as they're a similar weight, I am not afraid to use them together. So I would rather just have all the colors together so that I can see, you know, what I have a lot of color-wise. Okay, there we go. So now let's move into the creams. So I have this skein of, I think this is burnout frosting that I got with the intention of making chickens, but honestly, I don't really want to use it for chickens. So this is going to be a skein that I get rid of. I've never used it, but the band fell off of it. I have one lone skein of, this is Big Twist Plush in Coconut. We've got our Burnout Sparkle there. Couple skeins of the Loops and Threads. Is this Home Slim or Sweet Snuggles? I don't know. One of the two in the color Cream, which is actually more yellowy cream than... Like the Bernat is more of an orangey cream. I actually have 3 skeins of this. Let's put this at the bottom then. Now I'll put it at the top. I already really like the look of all of the whites and the neutrals over here. All right, I have a couple skeins of this Elise Voluto in cream. So I'll stack those here. This is the color Seed Pearl in Chenille Home Slim, and I have not been able to find this in forever, but a wonderful, wonderful subscriber sent me that skein, so I am using it very sparingly until we get word that that line from Loops and Threads is coming back to Michael's. But that's really good for skin tones and dolls and stuff, for the fairer skin tones. Then we have some Baby Bear, and this looks like just a little bit of Burnout Blanket in cream. Let's see, can I shove these in here somewhere? No, I'll put them here, that's fine. All right, let me move you over here so that you can see what I'm doing better. Okay, so on top of the creams are going to be the browns, and then to the grays, and then the blacks, I think will go across the top. So let's do the cream, or like the darker creams and the browns here. I have a lot of really random skeins of this color, or these colors rather. Like just little one-offs. Okay, so let's start with the Elise Voluto. This is also a wonderful, wonderful skin tone. And I only have 2.5 skeins of this, which is, oh no, I have 3.5 skeins, which is a little more than 1 doll. So the next time I place an Elise order, I definitely need to stock up more on that. This is the almond color from Bernat, which is more like a gray than it is a cream, honestly. So maybe I'll put that up a little bit higher. This is Sparkle from Hobby Lobby. Never mind, I found more of this Elise Voluto skin tone. So I'm set on it for a little bit. Oh, you know what? There's some more of this in the nursery. Let me go grab that. Found another 2 skeins of it. Yeah, I'm set on this for a little bit, which is good because, like I said, I use this for all of my dolls pretty much. Then I have this nice darker brown. I do need to get some more of this because I for sure only have 1 skein. I just used up a bunch of it to make Stardew Valley inspired chickens. So definitely need some more of that. Well, actually, that's going to go on the next shelf. Let's go ahead. I don't know. This just looks so gray to me. But I guess we can put it with the creams. Okay, let's put it in here. Below, oh, I've got like 1.5, This isn't even a half of a skein. It's just a little ball of this almond color. Yeah, here's the thing about my yarn stash as opposed to others, is I have a lot of just one-off skeins, unless it's Elise Voluto, because the skeins in that line are so small gram-wise and yardage-wise. I always stock up and get a bunch of skeins. But usually when I place an order for like Premier or Hirschner's or whatever, I'll only get 2, maybe 3 of each color. So that's why I have just a bunch of random one-off colors. This is an interesting color. It's mushroom in the Premier Brights. I honestly don't see myself using this one, and I'm kind of tempted to throw it in the get rid of pile. I'm going to leave it there for now because I much prefer this color, which is sand. It's the mushroom color looks almost pink to me, and I don't know if that's just the lighting in my office, but that's always how it comes off. And I don't prefer that, honestly. All right. Am I going to be able to stick all 4 of these skeins in here? I don't think I am. Okay, let's see what else do we have down here that we can stick in there. That's what she said. Okay, here is a Parfait Chunky and Toffee. We can put this in here because I have 1.5 skeins of this. Perfect. All right, so there's really all the creams, and now we're moving up into the browns. So next we'll do all of these sands. I guess we'll stack them like this. I have 2 open skeins. I don't know why I do that to myself. Sometimes I don't look for the ones that I have open, and I just grab the closest one, and that was the problem that I was having, because here on these little shelves, or on this little shelf here, I did not have it separated to like the current use skeins and then the overstock skeins. So I was running into that problem, which is why I decided to split up all the colors like that, because I was grabbing skeins even though I already had one open, and I didn't realize that I already had one open. But we are abandoning that strategy anyways, so hopefully it doesn't cause too much of a problem. All right, here's like the mushroom color. Very, very interesting brown color, the mushroom. So I have a couple of skeins of the terracotta in the chenille Home Slim. And let's see, this skein doesn't feel great. I'm going to get rid of it. But these 2 feel really good. So we'll put these up. The thing is, they're not going to all fit in here, so I think I'll put all of the terracottas up top, and then I can do, because I have a bunch of this chenille Brights in the color Rust, that goes well, I think, category-wise with the terracotta, so I think we'll put those right there. I have a little teeny tiny bit of this Parfait Chunky Brown, but I do have another skein right here. So hopefully I remember to use that little bit up before breaking into the new skein. Then we have the Parfait Chunky Pom Pom. I just said chonky. All right, that one's not as full as my others have been, but I think that's good for now. Okay, now up top here, we will do all of the terracottas. And I have a thing about my yarn tails hanging down. I hate it when I have strands of yarn hanging down. It just looks so messy to me. Oh my gosh, I also have quite a few skeins of this cardamom color in Big Twist plush. Not all of it is even in my office either. I have a whole tote in the guest room under the bed in there of more Big Twist plush because I went ham buying it when we found out Joann's was going out of business. But I have one. You can probably see it way up there. I have one up there and then this open one. So I think I'll just stick with those in my office for now. But I do know that I have more underneath the bed in the guest room. All right, we'll do the Premier Basics Brights here. I want it to be easily accessible because I use those a lot. But then we'll do the plushes there. And then we have the darker browns, and these I'm definitely going to need to get out the step ladder to get these down. But to be honest with you, I don't use dark brown yarn that often. If I do, it's usually just for an accent on something. All right, and there we have the browns with a little bit of room to spare if I do end up getting any more. But we're gonna start the grays in this one here and move across this way. I don't have that many grays. I probably have a half a cube of gray. And I don't know if you noticed, but within each color family, I categorize by shades. So I'll put all of like the darker, like these dark bluish grays, I'll put these together, and then it will go into the darker grays. This is a really interesting color from Elise Voluto. It's kind of brownish gray. Can you see that? Yeah, it's kind of brownish gray, which is interesting. Then we have our medium grays, and finally the light grays. Now, technically, color theory speaking, I should have swapped it because this is going to go into black, so the light gray should be on the other side, but oh well. Wait a second. I still have 3 whole cubes left and not that much black yarn, so I'm actually going to put the grays right above the whites so that they're easier to access, and then I'll put all the variegateds across the top here. Okay, there are all of our grays. Like I said, I don't really have that many grays, but I am going to leave this top empty in case I do get more so that I have space for it. So let's put the blacks up top here. Okay, this is all my Voluto. You see what I mean? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open skeins of the Elise Voluto. That's excessive. So I decided to take the Burnout Mystical out of that top and then continue the black into that one, because even though I'm very tall, up here is a little difficult for me to reach. So I'll move some of the variegateds up on top of this black, the ones that I don't need to access as often, so I don't have to get the step stool out to get up there. But these blacks I can easily access. So I'm going to pull down some of my Big Twist plushes and finish filling this in. And I did go ham also buying the black Big Twist plush, but I don't use it that much anymore. So should I get rid of it? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep a couple skeins. Okay, so here's where we're at. I decided to get rid of 2 skeins of my Big Twist plush and a couple of skeins of some Big Twist plush variegateds that I don't love the feel of. They're not awful, but I just picked my softest ones to keep. Plus, I don't really use it that often. So I went ahead and put 1 of each color here too for the pastel, since that's my most used of this line. And then all of the additional up on top, since that is harder for me to access. I did keep all of the crayon box variegated up top there, but it's fine. I can get up on a step stool if I need to get that down. But that way I have quick access to 1 of each color pretty much. I guess I could bring 1 down. All right, I'll bring 1 crayon box down here. And then in that cube and filling up the rest of this one, I'm going to put these variegateds that don't really have a home. Although, to be honest with you, I'm going to get rid of some of this. This one I'll keep because it's nice and soft. These I got on Amazon for $5 each. They were just on like super sale or something, and they don't really feel good. So I think I'm adding these to the get rid of pile. Plus, I've never used them or really had the feeling, the urge to want to use them. Same with these. These are both old Bernat, and I got them to make like cats and stuff, but I'm kind of over making cats and chickens. So I think we're gonna get rid of these as well. I have these Bernat pipsqueaks, which I guess I should put up with the variegateds probably. I'm also considering putting all of my Bernat Mysticals, instead of keeping them all together, putting them with their color family. And I think that I like the idea of doing that. So I am going to put the cinder color up with the blacks. There's a little bit of room in there for it. And then I'll just put like the yellow with the yellows, purple with the purples. You get it. You get it. put Remy up here as a little Easter egg. So even though that Cabbage Patch color in the cover story is pretty much solid green, because it is in a cake and not a skein shape, it doesn't really fit well with the rest of my storage. So I'm going to keep it up there with these variegated colors. And Remy's so cute holding a little pot. Look at him. I don't really have room up there for these with Remy there. So I think, oh my gosh, that's interesting. There's like a whole spot of white on this one. Huh. I think I'm going to put these down with my furs. My furs are going to stay there. I'm not separating them by color. I just like the having them all in one place to grab from to do accents. So I'm going to put the rainbow pipsqueaks down with those. And something that I didn't think about is putting all of my mysticals now with their color family. I don't have room for this in here. So I'm going to need to shift everything up a little bit. I am so sweaty, you guys. It is so freaking hot in this room right at the front of the house where all of the sun just beats on it all afternoon. And I'm definitely going to need a shower after this. And the reason why I don't have my fan in here yet and why it's been sitting in the nursery for 2 months is because I got it on Amazon and they didn't send me the little cover that goes over the actual light part, was not in the box. So I reached out to the company and they said that they sent a replacement light cover, but of course it's coming from China. It's been like a month and a half at this point and we still haven't gotten it. So I need to follow up with them to get it, but it's like, what a nightmare. Like, why wasn't it in the box? There's like a whole little cutout for it in the box too, and it was not in there. So we're keeping this light in here until we get the fan light, because otherwise I'd be sitting in here in like the really, really harsh bulb light, and that's not conducive for working, staring at the computer all day and doing what I do. Although Tuesday is my last day. But I got to squeeze this in here. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get it to fit down here. I just shoved my my little weird skein of, what is that, baby bear back in there. I kind of want to get rid of stuff like this just because it's so messy and doesn't really fit in, but I'm not able to get any more of the baby bear, and I definitely need that. Oh my gosh, the AC just kicked on and I'm right under a vent. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, the bangs are definitely giving Dwight Schrute right now. But yeah, I'm not able to get any more of that baby bear, so I definitely need to hang on to that. I really want to make the Animal Crossing character Meringue. She is like a rhino that is like shortcake themed, and I'm going to need that yarn when I make her, because I don't want to use stark white on her because she's supposed to have like whipped cream, and I just feel that the off-white and the baby bear will look a lot better on her. But that is a ways down the pipeline. I have so many projects that I want to do. Okay, we managed to squeeze it in there. There she is, tucked into her bed, all safe and sound. Okay, I think that we are done with all of the neutrals as well as the variegateds up top. See, up there looks messy. It bothers my OCD when they're not all the same color, but you know, what can you do? That's what the variegateds are. So let's get these emptied. Do I want to put the Fluffy Flex with their color family? No, because I only have these 2 bookshelves, and like I said, I want to use like 2 whole shelves over here for plushie display area. So I definitely need to keep some yarn over here. So I'll keep the Fluffy Flex over here, and then let's see, what else could I keep over there? I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Should I keep the Mystical over there, actually? See, I don't like it because the Mystical is like, it's all different colors shoved into one crate, and that bothers my OCD. I like to see the rainbow gradient. Am I the only one that's like this, or do you guys also agree that when you're doing your yarn storage, you want to see like the pretty rainbow effect of all of the colors and them, you know, fading nicely into one another? But I already squeezed the black in up there and then the tan that we just did, so I don't feel like we should go back now. So let's get the Fluffy Flex put into this crate and then probably bleeding into this one as well, because I still have the Michaels bags from yesterday that I have yet to put away. So let's get that done. I, for some reason, have a ton of the white and the mint and not that much of the other colors. But I'm happy that I did get a skein of blue yesterday, because I did only have one and of that little tiny bit. I wish that they had the pink, because the pink is what I have the least amount of, and I feel like that's going to be my most used one. Now, if I take all of the mysticals out, what do I want to put in that, on that cube? I guess I'll leave it empty for now, and then we'll figure it out later. Despite how soft this was, I really did not need to buy it, because I already have 2.5 skeins of it. So now I have 3.5. All right, I'm going to need to start making some green things. All right, let's work on moving these shelves. That I'm not gonna have enough room. So here's a problem that I'm running into. A lot of my dolls are too tall to fit inside of the shelves here. But if I leave them on these shelves, you can't see them in the videos. And I want you to be able to see them in the videos. So I am more concerned right now with showing off my plushies than I am about fitting all the yarn in here, which I really need to rethink my priorities, because I don't think that there's any way that in these just couple of shelves, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves, leaving these 2 for display, I'm going to be able to fit all of this. You want to play with the mouse Mommy made for you? Oh my goodness. Mwah. She gives you a kiss. Mwah, mwah. Yay.
Nom, nom.
I'm going to eat her. So I could put the little candles that we got at Joann's here along with my little shopping bag vase. Keep in mind, it is a different color purple, because remember I said I was going to paint it. I'm going to paint it this color. So it's going to match. But is it going to be too matchy-matchy over here? I could move the candles. I mean, I would like to put batteries in these and actually turn them on in the backgrounds of videos too. So I could put them here. That kind of looks nice. Does it look like a cluster? You know, like there's a lot going on, and there's no really rhyme or reason. I just threw stuff onto the shelves. Why is this so difficult? I think because I do feel like I have a good eye for design, but I think the issue with the plushies is that a lot of them are the same height, and generally when you're designing something, you want to have different heights because it creates more interest instead of just like a flat visual line. So I think that is where I'm going wrong. Also, because some of the plushies are too tall to fit in the bookshelf, so I had to move this up, and now it's no longer in line with that shelf, which bothers me. I'm tempted just to take the shelves down, but now also the gap between these 2 shelves is off, so that's bothering my OCD because they're different. So I'm really at a loss. I think I'm going to take a break. I just need to step away from this. I've been at this for like 4 hours at this point. I'm just going to take a break, step away. I might pull out my iPad and kind of sketch out where I want things, and that might help, like where the colors are gonna go. So yeah, I mean, the bag does look really cute. Maybe I should leave the bag there. Maybe I'll put it on the other side though, with the little tulips in it. But I think that I like the candles someplace over here, maybe even on the shelf. I don't know. I don't know. How did I do this? I literally bent my nail. This is why I can't have nice nails. But I've got my iPad out and my Apple Pencil, and I am going to sketch out my idea for my office here. Okay, when I said that I was doing a sketch, that was a very, very generous way to describe whatever this is. Can you tell what's happening here? This is my Lisa Frank leopard. It looks like a mouse, like a hot pink mouse. And there's my siren and Merida, and my fairy dragon, my little Celeste, Luna on the moon, and of course Tia there. So I've decided that I'm going to take out that top shelf because I just want more headspace for the taller items. So I'm going to take that shelf down, and then we'll need to spackle and touch that up paint wise. And then it's hard to eyeball how much room the yarn is going to take up, but I do know that I have the most of these colors here, the like the deep teal, the mint, and the blues and the greens. So I think that they're going to take up easily 3 shelves here, if not up here as well. So I'm not sure if all of these are going to fit, but this is kind of what I'm thinking in terms of color organization. So once I'm done eating dinner, Ryan's working on dinner right now. So once we're done eating, then I'll go back up and get everything put into these shelves. Oh yeah, you also might be wondering why I'm leaving all of my plushies on top of this bookshelf when I made a point to say that I don't like them there because my head blocks it during filming. And that's true, but I was looking back at my older videos, and I used to film more from this angle. If that makes sense. So I think I'm just gonna have to alter the angle that I film. Really, this is the only place in my office to sit where you can, like, it's the most aesthetic, because I like being able to see all my yarn and plushies in the backgrounds. So I'm just going to have to move the angle slightly off to the side like this. So it's gonna cut off some of the yarn in the frame, which is fine, but you should hopefully be able to see most of the stuff on the shelf right there. So it's been multiple hours, and I'm sitting here on my laptop fighting with Etsy because every time one of my stickers sells, it doesn't automatically renew, even though it's set to automatically renew. And I have multiple, I put like 999 quantity in here. I just had Ryan buy this sticker so that we could test it after trying some things, but every time a sticker sells, it doesn't renew, which means it's then deactivated. So this is a problem because my video, my This Week's Makes, is going live tomorrow, and you guys are probably going to want to buy stickers. And if I'm not there actively on Etsy every single time one sells, renewing it, then that means it's not going to be available for people to buy. So I did reach out to Etsy, but there's no like immediate response. You have to wait 1 to 2 days for an email reply, which is so stupid. Like, the support on Etsy is atrocious, and it's all overseas too. So every time I've had to get in touch with Etsy support, it is like pulling teeth because it's like broken English and they respond so slowly. And I'm like, I need this fixed now for this launch to go live tomorrow. A couple of members have already bought stickers though, so thank you so much if you are one of the members who saw the video and already bought stickers. I know you saw me pack them earlier today, but yeah, I need to get this figured out. So I am working behind the scenes right now doing this, and it is currently almost 7 p.m. and I have not put any of my yarn away upstairs since the last time I showed you I was upstairs. So I'm going to work on this for like another 30 minutes. And then if I can't get it then I can't get it. I don't know what to do. It could be some sort of Etsy glitch. I've tried making new listings, and then like Ryan has purchased like 6 stickers from me today, and we're losing money going to Etsy fees, but we're trying to like test different things to see if this works, because these are going to go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I'm not going to be awake to renew every single sticker listing that sells. Wait, also, just something cool. I have been on Etsy. Where is it? Look, I have been on Etsy since 2016, which means we're coming up on my 10-year anniversary of selling on Etsy. Oh, look, here's Ryan's bio. My biggest cheerleader and his role in my company is getting me iced coffee. And he's responsible for packing and shipping. That was true for a while, but now I do pretty much everything. Although he's really taking over the bowls, making the bowls as I do my YouTube and everything else that I have to do. But yeah, I thought his bio was funny. Also, Etsy fees are insane. Look at this. Just for this month, I've had to pay $437 to Etsy just in fees, just for using their platform. So if you see artists selling their work for more expensive, oh Celeste, for more expensive on Etsy, this is why. Because they price gouge you and they take so much of your money. You know what's weird? Sometimes I'll come up to my office and my ring light is on. And I don't know why. Could it have something to do with the very janky wiring in here? Probably. Could it also have to do with the ghost? Maybe. I'm kidding. There aren't any ghosts, I think. I cracked open my very last sparkling ice Starburst. I have to ration because this is my last one. And as we found out earlier, they don't have any more. All right, I'm going to start loading up the little basket with all of the, what do we want to start with? I'm thinking, let's start with the little bookshelf. We'll get the reds first since those are going on the bottom. Oh, my mom texted me. I did wish her an actual happy birthday today, since today is her actual birthday on the 25th. All right, let's get these reds. Oh my gosh, it's Paisley. Oh my gosh, it's Paisley. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi. Are you going to help me organize? Open, there's Jovi. All right, dark reds down here. It has been so long since I've used the Parfait Chunky. Honestly, it looks so tiny to me because I've spent so long now using the size 6 yarn. This is size 5, right? I think it is. Oh my gosh, no. Parfait Chunky is size 6. That is false advertising, I feel. All right, I'm going to have some extra room down here, it looks like. If I ever decide to get more red. Or I could probably consolidate this just a tad. And maybe if I need to, put some oranges down below. We'll see how we do, but I'm satisfied with that so far. So with my oranges, I also keep like the salmon color, shrimpy colors, and this Parfait Chunky shell color. They're kind of light peach, I guess. So I could put them with pinks, but I feel like they go better with the color family of the oranges. So I think I'm going to actually put them down here with the red since I don't have too many of them. Great. All right, now let's do the oranges. We'll go burnt orange off to the side. And then orange mustard. Or do I want to do mustard over here? Yeah, we're going to put all the mustards off to the side here. I really don't want to be able to see them because, in my humble opinion, mustard is one of the ugliest colors to exist. This is Burnout Velvet, and it sheds like crazy, so I will not be using it. This is Mustard in Chenille Home Slim, and it doesn't feel great, but I only have one skein of it, and we can't get any more, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it. I've got a couple of Mustard and Brights. One in parfait chunky. Oh, I should use this up and make some chicken nuggets, honestly. I'm going to leave that out so I can do that. I have this velvety smooth yarn bee. Oh, I got this. This is more gold, honestly, than it is mustard. Can you see that? This is the one that I'm saying is a little bit more gold. I'll keep it because it's a unique color. Don't know how frequently I'm going to be using that, though. All right, there are all of our mustards. So let's get in our oranges. We'll go dark to light. So there's our burnt orange. This is interesting. This is more of like a coral. It definitely lends more orange than it does pink, but it's just an interesting color, and I don't have anything else like it. Okay, this is actually taking up a lot less room than what I anticipated when I was doing my sketch. So we might actually shift some things around. We might go pink up here, maybe? No, let's do pink over there still. Well, actually, I had the pink up top. I don't know. Let me go grab some stuff and we'll see. All right, I'm actually going to move all of these peachy tones up here. Yeah, they fit well there. Okay, and then we'll keep the reds there. I actually have quite a bit of yellow. So I do believe that this entire shelf up here will be yellow. We'll keep the theme and start with the darkers off to the right. This Elise Voluto looks just like macaroni and cheese. Wow, I have a lot of pale yellow. Oh my gosh, these skeins are a mess. Okay, Elise Voluto. That's Elise. That's Parfait. Elise. Parfait Chunky. Brights. Elise Voluto. Sweet Snuggles. And Burnout Baby Sparkle. Wow, I have a lot of room. A lot of yarn fits on these shelves, my friends. Should we go into the green? By that, I mean, should we go here green so that it kind of is like a one full shelf, you know, when you look at it, like start the green next to the yellow. Or maybe I should do the mint because I want this bookshelf to be the rainbow gradient. So I need to start either at the top of the or the bottom with purple. I was thinking the top. So bottom blue to teal here, teal, green, pink, purple. So the teal would be next to the yellows, which I'm good with. It might even work out where we can get the greens next to the yellows, just depending on how much yarn I actually have. Because as I just said, it always looks like I have a lot more than I actually do when I'm putting it on the shelves, which is good. I'd rather have that problem than running out of space. Ryan and I have been joking about making the guest room into my yarn room and office because that's like actually a full-size room. This is just like a little, it was an add-on, we think, but it was not meant to be like a full bedroom. It is classified as a bedroom because it has a window, but we think that it was the dressing room of the lady of the house back in the Victorian era, or that it was added later. But anyways, this is the smallest room of the house, but we've been joking that we should make this the guest room. That would only fit like a little twin size bed, and then giving me the whole big like 15 by 15 foot room for all my yarn and craft stuff. but we won't do that to our guests. I really like my office. I love how cozy this is. It is everything that I need. And you know what? I really don't need any more room for yarn because that's just going to encourage me to spend money on more yarn when clearly I have enough. Although there are colors that I only have like half a skein of, as we've discovered. And so then it's like, well, I got to place an order for Hirschner's, but I got to get that $35 minimum to get the free shipping or the discount shipping. Then of course I stock up on colors and then I forget what colors I ordered and then they come in and go, and then I go, I don't have any room for this. I already have a bunch of this color. It's a whole big thing. So that's one of the reasons why I like to organize by color, as I said earlier, because it just helps me like quantify, like I'm set on yellows. I have a lot of yellows. I don't have that many reds. I don't have that many oranges. You know what I mean? So let's go grab the blues next. I have a lot of blues. I have 2 full baskets of blue. Okay, this actually works out well lowering the shelf here because I have the most yarn of blues and teals and greens. So I can hopefully fit all of the blues and teals in this tall shelf. And then, like I said, I can put all of the greens here spilling out into that little section over there. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I was doing the lighter, more pastel colors here on the outside because you're going to see this yarn here when I film. And if you know me, you know that I love the pastels. So I want you to be able to see all of the fun, pretty pastel colors. So we're going to do the same thing here, just kind of opposite. So darker colors on the outside, working their way in. Oh my gosh, this mystical is so soft. Holy moly. I have a couple of mini skeins of this mystical in the Crystal Ocean, I think it's called. So I'm going to wrap these around this big skein because it'll be easier to store. All right, that took a while, but I have them now all combined in this big honkin' loaf of Crystal Ocean. Okay, here. So this blue is Home Slim, and it does not feel good at all. But I need to use those for my blue chickens. This one feels good. That is more teal. I mean, it is called Teal Stream, so we'll put that with the teals. All right, I think this is probably the darkest of the dark of the blue. That's more teal. Here's this weird periwinkle color that I never know what to do with. We'll see if I have room with the blues. I might end up putting it with the purples. Like all 3 of these are periwinkle and they don't really go with the blues. You see what I mean? I'm doing some yoga. I'm too tall for this room. Wow, I might have 3 baskets of teal. Alright, I am going to put the periwinkles up with the purples. All right, there's all the blues. Very, very little room. We have one little tiny spot up there to make room for some more skeins of blue, but she's pretty tight. All right, now let's go in with the deep teals. I think I'm actually gonna sell this skein of the burnout velvet. I have 2, and I honestly do not use it that much. So I don't really want it to muck up my shelves, although I do absolutely adore this yarn. It's so soft. It just has so little use case that I think I'm just going to get rid of it. Plus, I did see that it was available on Hirschner's. So unless that's changed, it very well could have, because Hirschner's for some reason likes to change what they carry. Like they used to carry the Burnout Mystical, but then the last time I checked, they didn't have it. So I don't know what's going on with that. You're gonna be my assistant, my beautiful assistant? Huh? Oh, thank you. I love you too. Oh, she just licked the mic. She gave you guys a kiss. That was so nice. You say, here's a kiss for subscribing. Yeah. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, you guys. As of today, we're at 9.6. Well, one away from 9.6. And then when we hit 10, we get to do our doll giveaway. And I am so excited to do that because I've been itching to make another doll, but I don't know what character to make. I have too many ideas. And yeah, whoever wins the doll giveaway, which will not be in effect until we reach 10K, by the way. If you're watching this after the fact, then you might have missed the giveaway, unfortunately. But when we reach 10,000 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway in which I select a subscriber through a random generator. And then we, whoever wins is going to tell me exactly what doll they want, similar to Merida and my siren up there, or Luna right here on the moon. Any character or person that they want me to recreate, I'm going to make them a doll, and that is going to be the prize for the subscriber giveaway. It's just kind of a thank you just for all your guys' support and for being here every week, watching and hitting that subscribe button. So if you are interested in possibly winning that doll and want to join the Homebody family, then hit that subscribe button. As Paisley said, she'll give you kisses if you do so. This is very shiny, nasty Sweet Snuggles. So that is going a bye-bye. The Big Twist plush skeins are like ever so slightly too big to fit width-wise on the shelves, and it kind of bothers me. Is this satisfying for you to watch? Is this like organizing porn? Or is it infuriating you because you would organize it a different way? Because every time I watch somebody else's like organize with me, I'm like cringing because I'm like, no, that's not where it goes. It's not with its light colors. But also I'm a freak, so, you know, I embrace it. Okay, I'm going to put the ones that maybe lean more green over here. No, I'll put these Big Twist plushes over here. All right, I can't believe we managed it, but we got all the teals in there. I have a feeling that this is going to be like when it's a new year, and you know how you keep writing the date of the old year constantly for like the first 6 months of the year. This is going to be like that, except I'm going to keep going to where the colors used to be in the crates and not come over here to the shelves. Also, I did decide to put my candles over here, but I need to put batteries in them. Okay, I need 4 AA's. Let's go get the greens. Okay, this is honestly a really ugly color of Big Twist plush. I'm getting rid of it. You know what's wild? This is the same weight classification as a 6 as Parfait Chunky. I don't believe any weight classifications on yarn. It's hard to get them all packed in there until it's compacted, you know, because they just fall over. Oh my gosh, I just found another skein of Burnout Mystical in this spearmint green. Okay, I think I'm set on this for a while. I don't even make that much in green. I think that I do. I think that I make more in green than I actually do. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna need to pack these Elise Volutas in here once I get everything else compacted, because I really got to squeeze them in, and right now they are not wanting to stay. I might want to get rid of those. I'll keep them for now, but I don't know about the olive greens, you guys. I got them for pickles. I have 2 half-use skeins of Home Slim Agave. Wow, I have so many skeins of this Parfait Chunky key lime. I bought a bunch of it back in the day toward the beginning of my crochet amigurumi career because I hadn't yet found any really nice greens in the chenille. But since then that has changed, obviously, since it is one of my most used, or not used colors, but one of the colors that I have the most of. One of the many things that I like about Elise Voluto yarn is that it is so spongy that you can really squish it down. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skeins of the Elise on just this one shelf because they're so spongy. You can really stick them down in there good. Oh, I forgot a skein of Mystical. It is a different color green though. This is the Spearmint Green. Fortunately, there's a perfect little spot for it right there. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's coming together. Okay, let's go get the pinks. I think I'm gonna have 3 baskets of pink too. Let's start with hot pinks off to the side. Oh my gosh, this shelf. This shelf is sticking up from the greens. Hang on, I just realized I think that this shelf needs to go down one. I moved it up earlier, didn't I? Hey, stop looking at my butt. Well, maybe once we get yarn into here, this shelf is currently just sitting on top of the greens. It's not actually sitting on top of the pegs. So yeah, let's get some yarn stuffed packed in here, and then hopefully it will stay down. Like I said, I could always get rid of these olive colored ones to clear up some space, but they fit in there nicely right now. This one I had with the pinks, but honestly it's more of a coral orange, so I'm going to put it down with the oranges. I have this Big Twist plush in light pink. I think I'm going to get rid of that because I have an identical color in Bernat Blanket, and I would much prefer to use the Bernat. You know what, to be honest with you, I don't really like the look of the blushes on the shelf because they're just so muted compared to the other colors. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to put the blushes in timeout over in this empty crate over here. I can't believe I have 3 skeins of pink Baby Bear. Wow, I really stocked up on this, didn't I? Oh, I hate how messy these skeins look. Yeah, we're not going to have enough room for all of the pinks on this shelf. Darn it. All right, those are all the pinks that I have left. So I have 3 skeins of pink Baby Bear over here, which I do need. Remember how I said I was going to make an Animal Crossing meringue out of this yarn? I need those for her from Animal Crossing. Did I say that? Yes, I did. My 2 brain cells are off doing something and not working for me right now. So I don't know that all of them need to be stored in here though. I can always put them underneath my craft desk because I do still have the cubes down here. So maybe I'll do that. I will put 2 skeins down below here. And I got to go through that too and get rid of a bunch of that yarn. All right, we got to squeeze all of the purples in there. I'm going to get rid of this. This is just Amazon chenille. It is nice and soft, but I don't really care for this color pink. It's a little too bright and too stark for my liking. So we're adding that to the donate/sell pile. Look at this skein, you guys. Ay, Chihuahua. gosh, by George, I think we did it. And I hear Celeste crying, but it is her bedtime, so she's probably very sleepy and hungry. So I'm going to take a break and go feed her, and then we'll get back to it. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this, you guys. I feel like this purple is sticking out like a sore thumb, but I don't really know what else to do with it. I feel like that's the most appropriate place for it. So I will see you back in a little bit. Okay, I did just take this shelf down, and this is what happens when you have a 150-year-old house and plaster walls. Those are just simple screws. Also, I got plaster dust all over Celeste and my little plushie. So I need to go get the hand vac and vacuum these up. Ryan is putting Celeste to bed. Also, look at this. My mother-in-law got her this from Disney. Who wore it best? I kind of like the Disney one better. But we're always critical of our own work. I mean, that bear, though. He's so cute. So I am going to paint this bag with this acrylic paint. This is what I used on my sign back here. Also, I did put batteries in the candles, so it'll be nice and seancey. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. Babies are so wild how they cry when they're tired. Because it's like, bro, just go to sleep. Nobody's stopping you. Okay, so this is all of the yarn that I'm getting rid of. So Ryan's running down and grabbing a trash bag for me. So I'm going to list it on Facebook Marketplace just as a whole lot. And hopefully I can get some money for it. I don't know how much I'm going to charge for it. I need to calculate like approximately what the value of this is. And then I'll do like 80% of whatever the value is. Alright, my mic died, so I don't know when audio cut out, but hopefully I don't have to scrap a bunch of footage. But Ryan spackled this for me, and he just ran out to the garage to grab this color paint so that we can paint it. I put my little soot sprite right there. Isn't he cute? I feel like I should do a couple and just like put them around, you know, just like they're hanging out in here. We vacuumed Celeste off and she's fine now, as well as vacuumed these off. Got the baby monitor right there, even though she's just right there. But I did paint the bag. Look at how shiny. With that undercoat of the darker purple, it is a little bit darker than that, but I'm okay with it, honestly, so it's not so matchy-matchy. We have a little bit of, you know, different shades, so that's good. That's drying. So down here, I already went through it and added all of the skeins that I want to get rid of to the pile that is now in garbage bags put into to the nursery, even though we just cleaned out the nursery. So the plan for this is I am going to put all of my cottons, those are all cotton yarns, put those, probably move those over, and then all of the excess chenille, putting that in the bottom here, and then for my sticker stuff, putting that on top of the crate so that I have just some more like room down here. When I'm standing here working, it's always very cumbersome because I have no place to put my big old clown feet because it's always filled with stuff. I also really need to organize that stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. This is my little container for all of my scraps, which I really need to go through here and get rid of these because we're overflowing. I need to use them for like stuffing or something. I don't know. But I keep these tucked back away back here. Oh my gosh, back there is a blanket that I started making for Celeste when I was pregnant with her. It's little strawberries and never got around to finishing it, unfortunately. And then right here is my bag of whips. So this is supposed to be a paisley head because I was going to plushify paisley and gave up on it because I didn't like working with the fur. This was the start of a dragon that turned out too big. This is a bear that I was going to write a pattern for. That is my Nessie that if you've been around for a while you might have seen months ago. So yeah, I've just got a bunch of whips in here that who knows if I'm ever going to finish, but they're going to stay in here for now. I also have some catnip. Don't ask about that. It's to make cat toys, actually. So these little rollers I get on Amazon, this is what I used to put in the dolls' necks. I will link these in my Amazon storefront, but I put these in my dolls' necks to stabilize them. I fold them in half, and then it helps stabilize their necks. And I also use these to make my bendable gummy worms, which I have not made in a while, but I really should actually make some of those. Maybe I'll do that this week. All right, the paint's touched up. It's got to dry, but that is no bueno. That looks awful. Maybe I'll have to put a plushie there to block it, but I thought that the candles looked cute there. I don't know. I'm going to wait to put all of my plushies up until that has been completely dried. By the way, this color is Sherwin-Williams banana cream, if you're ever wondering what this light yellow in my office is. Okay, there's fluff all over the carpet, so I'm going to vacuum. Oh my gosh, that looks great. Ryan touched up a couple of places where I had some chips behind my door and on the window frame over there. Also, yeah, pay no attention to how the wallpaper stops. The curtain covers it. Also, look at how pretty this bag looks. I cannot wait to get all of my plushies up here. This needs to dry faster. A couple of you have actually told me that you would watch me watch paint dry. So here you go. This is for you. Dry faster! Look at my little Soot Sprite sticker that I put right there. And then I also put another one right here. So it looks like they're helping me at my craft desk. I just realized that I left this up here. Oh no, will it fit? We'll squeeze her in. Also up top here are my keepsake items. So this was the first crochet amigurumi that I ever did. It's inside out, yes. And then a wonderful subscriber sent this to my P.O. box along with some yarn. So she's up there as like, that's like my relic shelf, you know, not to be touched. It is just for looks. That's actually for Celeste, but she's too little for it right now. Same with the mouse. I took the mouse away from her because she just kept wanting to eat it. So for now, she's hanging out up there with Remy. The cinnamon roll isn't crocheted, obviously. That's also for Celeste, but we'll give that to her maybe for like a birthday or Christmas or something. My stepmom got that for her, but Cinema Roll is just chilling out in here for now. All right, I can't wait anymore. I want to put my plushies up, so let's do it. I just touched the wall with my hand and it's wet. Fine, I'm not going to do this tonight. Well, we're going to have to do the reveal tomorrow, my friends. So I'm going to go take a shower. And what time is it? 10 o'clock. So I'm going to go take a shower. Ryan and I will probably watch another episode of You. And I'm going to make some chicken nuggets. Because I pulled this yarn out and I just want to get the skein used up so that I don't have to squeeze it in there with the other mustards. So that's the plan for tonight. So I will see you guys bright and early at the crack of noon tomorrow morning. Okay, are you ready to see the final reveal? Cue the montage. Hi, I'm Katie, and this is my crib. All right, it is bright and early the next morning. By bright and early, I mean 11:30 a.m. My hair is still wet from last night. Please excuse that. But we're all done, you guys. Oh my gosh, I cleaned up my little crafting desk too, and it looks so good in here. It gets decluttered. The second I take out, I always keep a giant bag on my easel here for trash because I generate so much trash in my office that my little tiny trash can down there cannot handle. So I always keep a huge shopping bag right there for trash. And the second I take that out, it just declutters the room so nicely. So let's do a little tour, shall we? So on my door here, I have my little moon and star and wallpaper over here that matches that corner of my room. If you want to see my original office makeover, I will link it at the end of this video where I do the wallpaper and paint and everything like that. But let's start over here and then we'll end with the yarn. So here I have my craft desk. This is actually just a piece of MDF or plywood, I'm not sure which, that I put contact paper on to make it look like nice wood because it is just chipboard. And then we just used a thick dowel that we screwed into the the tabletop there, and then supported it around here with some 2x4s or whatever those are, 1x3s maybe, and made my craft desk. And I used to have a desk just like this over from my work desk, but that was one of the things that I changed in that last office renovation video. So you can go watch that. Down here, I have my Cricut on my Cricut cart, which we did not get to organize in this video, but let me know if you enjoyed this organization porn, and maybe I can do a drawer organization video soon. I feel like my voice is very low this morning. It's because I just woke up. So underneath here, we still have my crates, but I put my whips bag in that top crate there. All of my cotton is down below, which I do not have very much of. And here I have those extra skeins, including that yellow. That yellow, because it's in a cake, I didn't want to put it over with my actual yarn with the yellows, but I do know that it's there. On top, I have my cases with my stickers as well as some extra envelopes, and down below there are all of my scraps. Over here I have my blocking boards, the little hair roller things that I use for the neck stabilization and gummy worms, and then up here I have some brand new crisp unopened body bags for plushies that I can pull from. When I fill one up after I'm filming a This Week's Makes video, I take one of those out, set it down here, and then just put all my plushies that I show off into the body bag, and then once it's full, it goes out to the garage to be taken to the next market. Here I have my little trash can, which needs to be emptied on a daily basis. Over here I have my easel with some of my pins, as well as my Grand Champion ribbon that I won for my crochet. I should start bringing that to markets and displaying it. Should I hang that up somewhere? Plus it's purple, so it matches the brand. Maybe I should do that. Over on my craft desk, as you can see, I have all of my inking markers, my scissors. These are all paints that I use for safety eyes. I have my gaming consoles and my old keyboard that I used the crap out of. Like you can see, the keys are like fading from my oily fingies. There's my Steam Deck up there. Yes, I swapped the shells on all of my gaming consoles because I like them to be cute. What else over here? Oh, here's all my sticker making stuff. So these are all like my sticker sheets and then lamination sheets. And then this is my little shipping station. So I'll pull that down when I need to pack orders. Up top, I have my strawberry vase that I made out of clay. I potteried that. That's not the right verb, but you get what I mean. We have my other switch up there and my original Wii games. Here's a shadow box that I made with my Nintendo DS Lite in it, but it did fall off the little stickies there, so I got to fix that. Up top, we have a cabinet with my clay and stuff in it. Down here, I have these fake cakes that I made. They are fake. They're obviously not real cakes hanging on the wall. I have a neon sign here that I never turn on that says this is where the magic happens, but I do enjoy the vibe. Over here, I have a pom-pom pouring butt rug from Animal Crossing. My husband, Ryan, made that for me to put on the floor, but it was getting ruined on the floor with people walking all over it, so I decided to hang a butt on my wall. So that explains a lot about me. Up top here, I have my shelf with all my little trinkets. I have a picture of us and our son Sawyer. This, Jillian, a beautiful subscriber and friend, made for me. This is a little moon shelf, and I put cinnamon roll and pom-pom purring on here. And also, that's me, my Animal Crossing villager. I made that out of clay, sculpted that. I have my Merida Pop that I got at Comic-Con. A little Pusheen Boba. That's Sawyer, supposed to be aged, what he would look like. And then this little thing I got from Home Goods, maybe? And I painted the pot to look like little strawberries. Although they kind of look like carrots. But this is another clay creation of mine. This is a squeakoid from Animal Crossing. So I made that out of clay and painted it. Down here we have my desktop, of course, and my keyboard. I get so many compliments on my keyboard. I know, isn't it cute with the pastels? It is linked in my Amazon storefront. The keyboard and the keys come separately. You have to buy the keys and then swap all of the keys out. I made these little flower Sanrio ones, and I don't sell them because of copyright, but yeah, I made those because I used to make artisan keycaps all the time. Also, my little cloud, what do you call these, rests are also in my Amazon storefront. I have a little flower coaster, and for when I'm stressed, I can squish this chunky cinnamon roll. My mushroom lamp is from Home Goods, and then I have all of my flare felt pins in this beautiful mug that one of my friends got me when Celeste was born, in like a little care package because it's celestial, so she got it for me for the baby. And then this Jillian also made for me, and this is supposed to be little paisley, which you saw earlier in the video. And then I just have a little cup here with some a ruler and some, what are those called, highlighters? Highlighters. And then moving over this way is where you guys are very interested in. I know, because we're all yarn addicts here, aren't we? So here's my yarn situation. Let's start on this side. So I've got fur down there. You guys saw me fix all of this. I did end up leaving the all of the blush there, which doesn't make a lot of sense organizationally. No, but you know what? I had an empty cube and the blush would not fit over with the pinks, so that's where they're gonna be. I've got all the blacks up there, my variegateds across the top, along with Remy and Angelina Ballerina, going down to the browns, creams, and whites, which I really like. How pretty does this look with the neutrals around it now? Isn't that pretty? We have the little bag that I got at Michael's and painted. And there are my new candles that I got for $2 at Joann's. Yes, they are fake. Don't worry, I'm not burning real fire inside of all of this wood. I'm not that chaotic. I definitely am chaotic neutral, but not that chaotic. Here we have reds going up to the oranges and the yellows. And then across here we have my safety eye container, my printer for my stickers and little signs for plushies. We've got the blues, the greens, or the teals rather, the greens, the pinks, and the purples. And then up top, I kept my little, I call these keepsake plushies that I don't want to like risk getting damaged or anything because they're special to me. And then we have the whole gang is here. Although Tia is definitely looking like she's suffocating back there behind Luna's big old buns. But I need to get a doll stand that's big enough for Tia, or make a doll stand big enough for Tia so that I can stand her up so she's not like leaning backwards onto the wall. Little Lisa Frank leopard is just peeking through here. She looks a little creepy back there, not gonna lie, with those big old eyes. And of course, we have Seraphina, the fairy butterfly dragon that you guys saw in Monday's video. And yeah, we're probably going to be swapping these out. Every time I make something new that I want to display for a while, we'll probably swap out Luna, leopard. I always want to call this a cheetah. It's not a cheetah. Leopard, siren, and put the new plushies where they are, and they can chill somewhere else. A lot of people recommended that I put my plushies along here, which is what I used to do. But as I said at the beginning of the video, or not the beginning, but a few hours ago, probably at this point for you, I take my pictures here for social media of my plushies, and I like having a neutral backdrop because I put my phone onto portrait mode so it blurs the background and makes those lights look so pretty, and makes it kind of like a what is that called? Bokeh effect? Bokeh? Do you know what I'm talking about? With like the little light spots that are blurred in the background. But you can still see like the little plushies and stuff that I have along here. And I just want it to be nice and simple and neutral. So we have our bag of flowers as well as the little candles. And those can go on a timer, which is kind of nice too. I don't know how long the timer is because I can just turn them on for the videos and then they'll turn off on their own and I don't have to worry about it. So you might have noticed that there is a very big, awkward space here. What are you going to put there, Katie? Well, you're going to make something for me. So I saw Ale Crochet doing a video or like a project where she made a cozy little crochet corner in her office that was a community corner in which people sent her granny squares, and then she sewed them or crocheted them together and turned them into a tapestry. And I thought that would be stunning right there. That is like the perfect, weird, awkward, long rectangle for a granny square community tapestry. And I always sit right here when I film my videos, so you would always be able to see that tapestry in the back, and that way you would be able to see your own work in the backs of my videos, and I would have something from you memorialized on my yarn wall forever. So what we're going to do for this community tapestry project, check the description box. I'll put everything, all the information that I'm about to say there as well. So really for the community granny square project, all you have to do is make me a single granny square. I guess you can make me more than one if you want to, but one granny square. And the only restrictions that I have is it cannot be phallic, because even though it is me, there are still some prudes who watch the channel, if you know what I mean. So we don't want to have like tits on my wall. Also, to give you guys a little bit of guidance so that it's not just like so open-ended, I would love for all of the granny squares to be in a pastel color palette. It doesn't have to be like pastel color. Well, we'll say pastel colors, just lighter colors. And I think that will, number one, look really pretty against my yellow walls, and my office is painted very pastel, but also just give some guidance. You can do literally anything that you want for a granny square. Just use a lighter color yarn combo or singular yarn if you're going to only use one color. You don't have to put that much work into it. You can literally just do a simple granny stitch granny square or a double crochet granny square, whatever you want. And I am going to put all of them together and hang them on the wall. So I would love for all of the granny squares to be in and to be hanging on the wall by my birthday, which is the end of July. It is currently May 26th. 2025 as I am recording this. So let's make the deadline so that I have time to sew all of the granny squares together. Let's make the deadline I had to stop to just look at my calendar. But I think that the most logical thing to do would be July 1st, 2025 deadline. It needs to be sent in the mail by July 1st. And then I'll give a couple of days for the mail to come in before I assemble everything. And of course, we'll do a video where I open all of your granny squares. Maybe we'll even do a live stream where I open all of your granny squares and share my oohs and ahs and gasps about them because you all are amazing. So look forward to a community post or an Instagram post about more nitty gritty. My P.O. box is in the description box. What else do I have to say? Just look in the description box. Typically everything that I want to say or forgot to say in the video is in the description. So with all of that, thank you so much for hanging out with me for these last however many hours this video ended up being. I have like 7 hours of footage, but I did record the entire time I was organizing all the yarn, but I'm going to be cutting most of that out. So I will say goodbye for now. Thank you all so much again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. I already ripped off all my nails.